ladies and jelly spoons, hello and welcome to twitch.tv/Jestertainment. I am your host Jester, and joining me on today's fine Thursday Murdo and Jester stream is Liam. Murdo.
Hello.
Murdo's here. He's got pants on. He wanted you all to know that. So legally speaking, nobody can yell at him for not wearing pants, for he is actually wearing pants. I think that's the reason that he was wearing pants. I can't remember. Hi, Murdo.
I want to be legally, made sure.
Legally what now?
You heard me.
I didn't. That's why I questioned it.
Why is this not charging? God bless.
Why is this not charging? The question heard around the world. But what's your favourite thing to charge? Salt. Mine's the government for receiving my taxes. Oh my god, a pigeon. Hello?
Yo.
Can you all hear that in the mic?
Yeah, I kind of heard it. I heard the goo.
Yeah, dude, he's just yelling down the chimney. I don't know what the news is.
Yo, let's go.
Man's like, hark unto me, human, for I am a chimney pigeon. He's, the chimney pigeon is pretty cool. Oh my god, the fucking sound of the lightning. The chimney pigeon is like a mainstay in our home now, but Kaya doesn't like it.
What the fuck?
I know. I said to her, he's just a pigeon, just chilling. He's having a good time. The weather's shit. I don't know how he's on the chimney. I wouldn't be on the chimney if I were the weather, but you know.
Yeah, I get it.
My main concern is I hope he's not nesting up there because
yeah, that'd be an issue.
we use that fire. Not right now. Obviously, it's in the summertime when the weather is raining. It's the UK, but you know, we do end up using it. I don't want to smoke out a pigeon. Or do I? Do I want smoked pigeon? Smoked pigeon would be pretty good.
Damn.
Yep.
Won't smoke your pigeon, friend.
He's not my friend necessarily. He just moved in. And
Dude, he's the chimney pidge.
he is the chimney pidge. If there's only oh my god, the lightning! If there's only one to be found, but
He's a cool dude.
I haven't met him personally, but I've no reason to doubt that he's.
Yeah, like, do you think an uncool guy would sit on the chim?
Yeah, if anyone's gonna be weird about sitting on a chimney, it's gonna be your uncool person, right? Like your crazy uncle would probably like sit on a chimney.
Yeah.
And then like shit down it and go, ha ha ha, Merry Christmas. Not personal thing that I've ever dealt with. Just, you know, it's a suspicion I'm dealing with right now. I didn't have an uncle that shut down my chimney. What are you talking about? I don't even own a chimney. In fact, most of the houses I've lived in haven't had a chimney. This is the first house, since obviously moving out, that I've had a chimney in.
Yeah, Liam, it's not the 50s anymore.
What? Which means not the 50s?
Chimneys aren't real.
I think chimneys are real.
Yeah, but you don't build them anymore nowadays.
You know what? I don't know if new builds have chimneys. I've not really looked, and now I'm curious.
I just think like fireplaces in general aren't like as much of a necessity anymore, and they are quite expensive.
I literally work for a company that makes them. Can you not?
Oh, I mean they're very convenient and cheap, and you should buy too.
Fucking crap! You nearly got me out of a job. What the hell, dude?
I don't think that's how that works.
Yo, speaking of my job, I stole fireplace parts today.
The fuck?
Not actually, I didn't steal them. Oh shit, I didn't put music on, sorry. I just realized there's no music on. Shoo-ba-dee-dee flew, blah 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 doo. Chap, today's music is brought to you by the wonderful soundtrack of Sonic Mania.
Yo.
Which is probably one of the best video game soundtracks of years streaming. Wow, words are hard. I can't do words today. Yeah, so basically we've actually like caught up on work at the stage, which isn't that surprising considering, you know, the state of the economy and the weather. That like no new fireplaces are being ordered. But yeah, it's they're basically like now because we've got time, they're looking to get rid of all the old fireplaces that have quite literally been gathering dust on top of the mezzanine floor, and a lot of them are like made of oak and stuff. You know, good quality stuff. Some of it's MDF, so you know, whatever. But there is some good stuff in there, and people are just like taking it, ripping it apart, chopping it up, throwing it in for firewood. And I'm like, dude, that's fucking oak. Like, do you know how much that goddamn costs? Nobody seems to give a shit. So I started just like grabbing 3 or 4 of them at a time and just going, hey, does anyone mind if I take these? I asked the boss and he's like, nah, go ahead, whatever. So I ended up walking out of work today with 4 oak tops for fireplaces, obviously, and 1 mahogany one too. And
mahogany.
Mahogany, yeah, and they've polished up quite nicely.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a bit annoying that it was so wasteful, but yeah, I tried to liberate as much as I could.
Liberace.
I'm all about liberation of the West.
I am not playing good video games.
Oh, also, Murdo is streaming alongside me. He's not playing Minecraft as I am. I was going to play Isaac, but decided against it.
Isaac.
I'm just on such a Minecraft binge at the moment. So Murdo is playing Stuntman as usual. So if you want to see him play that, twitch.tv/Murdo. Or if you want to support both of us at the same time by giving us them beautiful viewership numbers, ! Lads in my chat. We'll get you the multi-stream so you can watch both of us at the same time. Why wouldn't you? 2 beautiful boys, one from England, one from Germany. Oh, God. What more could you want on a Thursday? They do, yeah, but not even talking about the games, though. So you won't get confused, maybe, probably.
Yeah, no, probably not going to talk that much about the games.
I've got a llama on my game. I don't know if that
like,
improves the view.
If I got the lads coming in again, I might talk about the game.
Listen, I'm not going to stop you talking about the game, my friend. You do you. YDY. I want to make loads of shirts that just got YDY on it and not explain what YDY means. And then I go YK at them.
You know. No, make it if you K, then you K.
What are you, some kind of K-Lord? Just keep saying that to people. That'll make sense. Everyone will understand what's going on.
Yeah. What are you, the Duke of K?
What are you, some kind of K-boy?
Just say things that don't make any sense.
What, like normal?
What are you, a dish tray?
What are you? Hey, girl, you must be, oh, God, I don't know. I've got nothing.
Stop it.
I've run out of all my stories already.
Lim, speaking of flat wood, that is part of old conventional housing.
Yep.
So I looked at a flat today.
Yeah.
To potentially purchase, and it's like the way the rooms are like put apart are really nice. Kitchen is a bit on the small side, but like totally big enough, and it has like a big like a tabletop more or less, like a window in it.
Okay.
A tabletop, like a bit of a table, more a bit. It's pretty much a table. You would like it's a bit like a bistro window where you could like, you know, where you put the dishes on and then the service would take them and bring them to the customer.
It's called a serving hatch.
Yeah, something like that. It's a bit like that.
It's a serving hatch. Old people.
Yeah, it's like a large. It's just a large, big old, basically a tabletop. And
yeah,
it's really cool.
It's through a wall, isn't it? Usually between the kitchen and the living room. Yeah. So
really cool.
my favorite place that one of those has ever existed is to help with, like, I suppose it's the same level equivalent as a dumbwaiter.
Dumbwaiter.
Yeah, so dumbwaiter, that's what posh people have in their houses. If a kitchen and dining room are on different floors, it's literally like an elevator for food.
Oh god, yeah.
The serving hatch is similar. You open a door, you put it through, and then it's on the same level. My nanny's
no.
No.
It's not. So it's not a hatch.
Oh, okay.
It's literally just an open window. It's basically a window, but it has a tabletop. So it's. I can show you a picture later.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to see this.
Yeah, it's basically. So what you could do on the living room side is just put some like some, what do you call them, chairs. Or like some bar stools or something like that.
Okay.
And then you just have basically like a dinner table there. It's really cool.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, it's basically like, okay, you can put your dishes there and then you pick them up from the outside.
Right, okay, I think I understand.
Yeah. And like, I'm not a big fan when it comes to houses or flats. I'm not a big fan of open kitchens, like that go into the living room. I don't know, I mean, they're not bad, but I'm not a huge fan. But that window thing, I just really like. I think it's so stylish, so cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything else is just kind of, not not like incredibly exciting, but it's just such a cool flat, and I hope that I can get it, and no one's gonna like snipe me.
I have full faith in you, my dude.
One thing that is a bit of a worry is that it's mostly old people in there. In that whole, like it's a bigger house. It's a bigger house, and there's a lot of old people in there. And on like when I'm streaming or when I'm I tend to be on a bit of a louder side. So
you loud? I doubt it.
But then again, I don't do parties or anything, so that's a plus.
That's the sacrifice the old people have to make. It's either parties or streaming. You choose.
Also, all the sex I'm having is really loud, obviously.
Oh yeah. You have to keep the sex noises down.
Oh yeah, very loud. Sex.
Wild sex have a murder cheagle.
Yeah. Honestly, what I did think about, like, so basically, if you look at it from the top, right? So you have like the big living room. Next to it, like behind the wall, it's the bedroom. 1 second. Teeny tiny bit of concentration. Wow, that was terrible. Yeah. So you have the big living room, and right next to it, next to the wall, is the bedroom. So on the outside of the living room, there is a wall that connects to another flat, and on the outside of the bedroom as well. So basically, what I kind of thought about doing is in the living room, I could maybe make like a bit of a soundproofing cubicle.
Okay. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think so.
Have something like that up, so I can like record in somewhat peace in there and like do streaming and stuff and be a bit louder if I need to be.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's like it's a bit away from the wall, and I'd have like some kind of movable divider and like some soundproofing maybe, something like that.
Yeah, I understand.
God, this one was terrible, dude.
It's okay, it happens to the best of us.
It's the warm-up, it's fine. It's the warm-up, it's fine.
Not when it's POV yet.
No. It's getting there. Yeah, it's a really cool place, and I hope that we can secure it.
I have full faith in you. So your parents liked it as well?
Oh yeah, they're big fans.
Do they know which room's theirs, or?
They're honestly almost like more excited for it than me. Which is funny because they were like, oh, you have to talk to them immediately and like tell them that you want it, and like they were completely overboard.
It sounds like they're trying to get rid of you, buddy.
No,
no, but kinda.
No, maybe.
Fucking A.
Yeah, it's no. I mean, it's not. They don't want to get rid of me at all. It's just, I mean, it's more like, I don't want to say it like that, but it's like if you want to use that term, but I rather just, I don't want to get rid of them. Obviously, I love living here. They're really supportive. They're doing so much work to keep me afloat and stuff.
Hey, but they're not watching.
No, but I want to say this because I'm really like, you know, what do you say? Very grateful but also very privileged in that way.
Yeah,
because,
yeah, I get you.
Yeah, so I do want to point that out, that I in no way like having. I mean, I had my troubles obviously for other reasons, but luckily my family side was never an issue for my childhood away. But I do think that now that I'm approaching 26, that I do need to get some, you know, get to be more. God, English is not my strong suit today.
Independent?
More independent. There we go. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah. So it's not like I want to get rid of them or want to get out of here, but I do think that maybe having to be a bit more independent would maybe help me as a person in the long term. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like having to take care of stuff is just kind of maybe helps me with, you know, getting my ducks in a row, if for lack of a better term.
Yeah, no, I completely understand where you come from on that.
I think like I heard a lot of people say that that moved out. I think Arya also like got like quite good with stuff, I believe. Hi, I'm gonna know murder with one story. Can't wait.
Oh, hi, Arya.
I just said nice things about you, and you would just be like, I'm gonna know murder. Got me flan.
Listen, would you have Arya any other way?
I mean, I could have made it. Liam, you know what? I could have made a really raunchy joke there, but I'm not gonna.
You know what? I know the exact joke you were gonna make, and I make that all the time when my girlfriend goes, "Would you have me any other way?" And I say, "There's many ways I'd have you, sweetie."
I mean, with your girlfriend, that's a good joke to make. With a random watch person on Twitch, maybe not.
And then she always pulls the same shocked, fake surprise face, like Pikachu.
God, you want to have sexual relations? That's great.
We're not even married.
I didn't start the run.
Fire.
God, I didn't start a fire. But yeah, I just think that maybe for my own sake, it'd be just good to start living.
Yeah, I half regret, not so much now, obviously, but like I still half regret leaving home when I did, simply because of the money that I would have saved.
You definitely don't want to quick shoot it,
yeah. But no, I'm glad I did leave when I got to, and it kind of like taught me a few lessons as well on like, you know, the kind of person I want to live with and stuff like that, because Dean and I did not get on as roommates, I'll say that much. But,
that's definitely a factor. Like, obviously, being friends or like being in a relationship is a whole different ball than actually living together. That's such a big difference.
Yeah, it was upsetting, really, because, you know, it's a theme I've carried on throughout my life, which I've now got much better at, fortunately, but like, it was very much a case of like, things would happen and I wouldn't be happy about it, and rather than dealing with those problems, I would just stew about it and just like be really fucking petty and shitty about it. Whereas now, you know,
really good at that.
Now I'd you know I'm much better about it. But yeah, there's been a few times. My favorite thing at the moment is whenever Kay and I have a slight disagreement about how things are done in the house, because we have like, you know, our own chores that we do. I always come into the room jokingly as well, because I never wanted to actually be upset about anything, and go, listen, I'm gonna yell at you now, but not actually, because you know whatever's happened, and she's like, oh no, what have I done? And I'm like, it's okay, it's just like one minor little thing. Whereas even in the last relationship where, you know, I lived with somebody, I would let shit like that really fucking build up, which was very much the cause, or one of the causes of, you know, the breakup. So I'm much better about that now, which is fortunate for me.
Yeah, you definitely, like, as a person, really grow just in general, I guess.
I feel like I'm much better than I used to be, and it's not something I usually say either. I'm not one of those people that's like, look at all my self-improvement, I'm such a great guy now. I am so self-deprecating, it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, like I think you just have to be like, a bit, you know, like, realistic about yourself. Like you don't want to obviously be like too full of yourself, but I think people are very negative with themselves, and that really just pulls people down, and you just. If you do a good job, then you just allowed to be proud of that. And like, if you grow as a person, I think you have to kind of keep track of yourself and how you grow, and just to notice that you're not the same bad person as you were before.
I am very much that Bart Simpson meme of like, these are my two moods, and it's Bart Simpson banging like pots and pans, going, I am awesome, and then him just curled up with being sad. Right, let me catch up real quick. Shav, hello, how are you? Welcome. Hello, Booty! It's motherfucking Spaghetti Thursday. Yo, what you got on the spaghettis, my dude? Show me the dudes.
Have, like, different days for food.
Ari, I went to Spoons with Cass today, my friend, and I ordered a Monster as a beverage because I wasn't feeling an alcoholic drink. They brought me a can and the super fancy cocktail glass with ice. The glass is now in my kitchen. Oh, come on, Aria. Jesus.
Hi.
I mean, it's Spoons, who cares, but, you know.
Also, I just said that you, like, grew up and got more doors. So I would like to retract that statement.
I'd like to retract my previous statement, and...
Yeah, so the nice thing I said about you is that I think that moving out helped you, like, in the long term a bit, because now you are, like, a bit more, you know, responsible.
You can steal from Weatherspoons, to be honest. I mean, listen, I'm not here defending Weatherspoons. They're owned by a fucking dickhead, but, you know, just theft, guys. Come on. Theft. Dust. Has anyone heard of dust?
Dust. God.
Dude, Weatherspoons is, yeah. I mean, listen, if you're to steal from anywhere, I wouldn't personally recommend stealing. I think it's kind of kind of bad. Listen, it's kind of bad to steal, but if you're going to steal from anyone, stealing from somebody who basically told a load of people to go find jobs at Tesco because they were shutting down the Weatherspoons rather than putting them on furlough pay is probably one of the better ones, to be fair.
Yeah.
Deserved to be shafted on money. Maybe, maybe not. But, like, you know, go for it, because fuck him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what my favourite Marjorie joke is, even though it's really politically incorrect? The whole show was politically incorrect, so go on.
I mean, a lot of the jokes were just offensive for the sake of being offensive, but some of them actually were, like, quite funny.
Oh, there was some absolute bangers in there, but, you know, you wouldn't necessarily admit to liking them.
Like, one of the reoccurring characters was literally just a woman that would barf when there was a mention of a foreign person, and that was the entire joke of that character.
That was the entire joke, yes.
And they did that multiple times, and that's the joke. Like,
that's
okay.
the joke.
Hilarious.
We get it, you're racist. Anyway.
Hey Liam, top 10 places in the UK to steal from. Go.
Top 10? Oh, I don't have a top 10 prepared for that.
I mean, top 3 must be like...
The police are listening.
Spoons and travel lodges, right?
Why travel lodge? I mean, yeah, any hotel chain where they give you free samples, then yeah, they're yours. You paid for the room, you paid for the supplies in the room, so they're yours. You take them. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Sorry, Sonic's playing. Weatherspoons, you absolutely steal from Weatherspoons, who cares? Toby Carvery, you could probably get away with stealing from.
Toby Carvery?
I don't think anyone really gives a shit about Toby Carvery. The library, probably? Yeah, steal from the library. As long as you tell people you're educating yourself, I don't think anyone's going to be mad at you for it. Yeah, steal from the library. You can steal from Weatherspoons, and you can mow your fields of wheat out of season if you know Theresa May is coming because she does not deserve the joy of running through it. I don't think she's running through anywhere at the moment. Certainly not for political office. Way! Got her.
You're making political and
damn, son! I'm here all week, chap.
Oh, to make fun of another thing, have you heard about all the bad shit stuff that's been revealed about, like, the Trump presidency recently?
There's more bad shit stuff.
Oh yeah. So, like, because of currently it's the January 6th hearing, right?
Is it?
Yeah, it's the hearings for that whole debacle. So they had an ex-aide, I believe the assistant to the chief of staff, something like that, had testified under oath. And she would say that apparently on the day, Trump was adamant that he wanted to march to the Capitol, like, in front of them, in front of the other people.
Wait, Trump reckons he could march somewhere?
Yes. But yeah, he wanted to lead them into the Capitol. But his Secret Service, his bodyguard people, they were, like, driving him to safety to the White House. And he was like, no, I want to go to the Capitol. Then, like, tried to reach for the wheel of the car, and apparently also grabbed, like, the one guy's throat. And imagine if, like, in his limousine, the Secret Service would have, like, you know, defended themselves and shot him somewhere. Imagine the scenes.
Every time I hear something new out of all that stuff,
yeah,
I'm both not surprised and like, why the fuck did people vote him in? You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
also apparently he actually had, like, temper tantrums every now and then, and they had to play music to calm him down, like, for example, parts of the musical Cats.
Who's surprised? Honestly,
he's like a cartoon character. It's not even funny.
Oh my god. Also, sorry, chat, if I look distracted for a second there. My dad's calling me.
Really?
He does this thing where he
Why
waits.
Does he always do it?
There you go, Murder knows. He always waits till I'm streaming. I don't think he does it on purpose, but like he waits till I'm streaming. I'm convinced to give me a call.
At this stage, I am confirmed. I am like.
Hey, Dad, if you're watching right now, which I bet you are, because you know I'm streaming. That's why you've called me after 7 o'clock. Stop it. Love you, Dad.
This is like such an old thing. This has been going on for years now.
Yeah, I mean, he's done the typical thing as well of leaving me a voicemail. I'm like, oh, Dad, don't check those.
Yeah.
Bless him. Great guy though, salt the earth. In non-sarcastic fashion, by the way. He is a great guy.
I mean, I don't know if it was in the limo, like in his, like in one of his cars, could have been normal car, but also like, you know, there is seats like in the front of the car, of the limo, not only in the back. Remember when Theresa May resigned and she ended her speech crying, going, "I lead the country I loved. I led the country I loved," and then walked off. All the Tories cried and all the rest pissed themselves laughing. Murder, stop, let's go.
I don't think the Tories cried. I don't think they really gave a shit. That's why they voted her out. Like, the whole thing was her being voted out by her own, like, party, right?
Yeah. I don't remember really how it went. Stop dissecting comedy. Arya, make a joke and I'm not gonna dissect it. But you didn't make a joke, so I did this.
I don't like her.
But then when he gets shot, it is suddenly a Chinese conspiracy. God, that would have been a whole thing, wouldn't it? God, that would have gone crazy if they had to defend themselves.
I don't think enough political assassinations go on these days.
Liam, you're not allowed to say that out loud.
There I am.
You'll be the next suspect if somebody shoots the king of Nigeria.
Someone's gonna clip this and tag it as streamer says loud part quiet and quiet part loud.
At CIA, I have your target.
The FBI wants to contact you.
I'm just gonna add CIA on Twitter.
At CIA, yo, check out this streamer, twitch.tv/yesterday. He's done nothing wrong, just watch him, he's pretty funny.
He's pretty funny, but also he's gonna assassinate the president, so...
No, not the current president. He's doing okay, right? People like him.
I'm gonna assassinate a president.
I'm gonna assassinate that ass, if you know what I mean. Right? Haha, booty.
I'm gonna shoot your butt.
I'm gonna assassinate. Guys.
With a paintball gun.
I'm gonna hit your ass with a baseball bat.
Oh, that's hurt.
Did you say don't that's hurt?
Yeah, don't that's hurt.
Don't that's
well,
hurt.
What did I stutter? Yes, actually.
You did a little bit, yeah. That's why I seek clarification on your verbiage. Seek clarification on your verbiage is one of my favorite phrases.
Like a verbiage.
Correcting words for the very first time. Like a verbiage. So I'm not sure that verbiage is a real word. Every time I say it, it's like, "Are you sure that's a real word?" I'm like, I mean, probably.
It does sound a bit like a weird one, yeah.
Hello, I'm Rodney Verbiage.
Verbiage.
Yep. Chat, how are we feeling about this design? The stairs looking like they're supported.
You know, I think it's cute.
It needs a banister or something now, doesn't it?
I wonder what happened when a politician, maybe an archduke, got assassinated once. Arya said the only history fact that you know of your head.
I'm gonna crusade just without the crew and the E. What?
That means sad.
You're gonna... You can't... What? How do you sad?
What?
How does one sad?
Arya finds a way.
Arya finds a way.
I'm gonna stop.
Arya
Murdo, stop dissecting comedy. Make a joke then.
That was the joke, Murdo.
Aye. I think a public assassination these days would make for awesome memes. Oh god, it would, wouldn't it? Ugh.
Is that a problem or?
I'm not that happy. Hello, Divine Blade 123. I heard there was speedrunning going on. There is speedrunning going on right now.
Excuse me, is there a speedrunning going on?
I was told there was speedrunning.
I'm
doing that right now.
Informed.
Is that crazy?
This
is the future world record. This is your guarantee, Murdo guarantee.
Hey, new viewer to Murdo's chat, or old, I'm not sure. I don't know if you're new or not. I'm not getting a thing telling me. But Divine Blade, welcome to the stream. This is Murdo. Murdo is a stuntman speedrunner, previous world record holder. Got beaten by somebody quite clearly cheating, but we can't prove it. So he is reclaiming it back using the true power of the PlayStation 1. 2. 1, the 1, 2.
Did
That's
you
it.
think I was playing on the PS1 this entire time?
I mean, I'm looking at the graphics. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Look, this is actually really good for the PS2. What the fuck?
How upset is this boy right now?
Oh my god. Why are you such a... Also, I'm fairly sure I know Divine. I'm not sure why, though.
Divine, have you featured in any pornography?
Discord.
Oh. Yeah.
That's for anime characters.
What?
No, but seriously, like every time somebody shows me an anime character, I'm like, I think I saw porn of this.
Every time I see an actor's name and I'm like, I recognize, and I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't recognize that out loud, should I? It happened, I think I told the story the other day, but when I went out for a meal with my girlfriend and a couple of her friends, somebody said somebody's name, and I went, oh yeah, that's a porn star. And then everybody looked at me and went quiet, and I was like, did I just say the loud part quiet and the quiet part loud?
But yeah, I'm definitely, oh, from the D&D! Yeah! Oh, hi! Yeah, hi. We haven't talked much, I don't think. No, yeah.
If you have, Murder doesn't remember.
No. So we have like our standard group for like for a campaign that we do right now, and Divine has been like more for the one-shots that I haven't taken part in as much, so that's kind of why I was a bit like, yes, I know this name, but I'm not sure why.
Yes.
Yeah, so I haven't played much with Divine yet, but that might change at some point because of things.
Oh.
What was I? God, I wanted to add something to what did we literally just talk about? Oh, porn stars. Yeah. So
the perennial
basically
subject.
what happens a lot, like if I know an anime character, it's either because they're like really popular or like very well known, or because I saw a lot of memes of them, which obviously happen on Twitter a lot, or I stumbled upon like some sort of porn with them, and I'm not proud of that.
It happens to the best of us, buddy, don't worry.
Does Meadow have working eyes? Maybe he perceives stuntman graphics differently. Listen, I am a kid of the early 2000s, and I will die on my hill. Let me die on my hill that these graphics look good for the time.
It's one of those rare times, Murder, where chat's on my side, not yours.
I am so disgusted. Not gonna lie.
Thanks, chat. Love y'all. What with the
Also,
graphics, me too.
Chat? It's literally just Booty.
And? You're saying Booty's not a valued member of the stream?
Yeah, but he's not the chat. He's a
chat. He's the chat right now.
He's 1/3 of the chat, or 1/4.
Listen, if they're on my side, they're the chat.
Going to point out these graphics are really good for the PS2. Well, there you go. Fucking 1-1.
Hey, Divine Blade, I would love to agree with you. Problem is, you are the 123rd of your name, therefore your legitimacy holds no water.
Yeah.
So...
What happened to the other 120?
I didn't even make that joke, Modo. I revised the joke to make it slightly different.
Yo, you made a remake. Got a remaster of that old.
One of my favorite things is remastering old jokes. Like every time I do, say about assumptions, Kaya has to guess what the fuck the new thing is because I change it every time.
Yeah, it's kind of upsetting how often do you change that. Also, Aria's just in chat naming porn stars, which is interesting. I don't think any of these are real. See, I was supposed to be the third of my name, but the paperwork made me sad. Yeah, that's fair. The paperwork made me sad. That's a funny.
Okay, chat. I need your input on this. Do we leave the floor like this, so you kind of got like a one block into the place, or do we knock it down so you've got like one slab here that's stepping up? Please submit your answers in a timely fashion. This is a crisis.
Vote now on your phones.
Use your phones now to vote.
But yeah, Divine, because I'm like kind of just, like shit talking and trying to get through this run without resetting, or at least not resetting much. If you want to know anything about this game or about the speedrun, I'm happy to oblige, but I'm probably not going to talk about it too much because me and Liam are just, shit talking. Talking about the woes of the day. I can't find my porn star list. What do you mean porn star
Extend the entire building by 2 blocks. First of all, yes, I'm not making a giant white tower again.
Liam, I think you should move the entire building about 2 blocks.
I will cut a bitch, and the bitch is you.
Thanks for clarifying.
You are said bitch.
I'm just vibing until pizza comes. Yo, what pizza again though? Give us the deets on the pizza.
Okay, this can be storage, just fine.
Buster Hyman. I know there's a really popular, like, I never seen any of her work because it's like she's like one of these very old porn stars. I'm not really like she's not the kind of, you know, look that I would be interested in. But a very like the most famous porn star in Germany is probably Dolly Buster, and I think that name is just really good for porn star.
Hey, chat, let's do a bit of word association. If I say Riley Reid, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
She's a musician, probably.
Sure, she's some kind of musician.
I'm sure, like, I know that
Bugs.
she's a porn star, but I'm fairly sure that I know her from something else as well. Like, did she do anything else as well? Or is there someone with a similar name?
No, I don't know her goddamn history. I just watch...
You bring her up so much.
I watch her videos and admire her work.
That's pretty nice.
That's pretty good. I'm enjoying this artwork.
Just scratching your chin.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, indeed.
Ooh.
White. Delightful.
The double 90-degree axle. I see.
What the fuck is she an ice skater now?
I mean, the movement is probably kind of.
She's skating on something. Way.
Way.
Whoa.
Yeah, today is one of the worst days for anyone with ears.
Oh god.
Hi Beard. Hi Ashmore. Don't jinx it.
Hey Ashmore.
I mean, actually, it's looking like a good. I'm having a really good start right now. Like the start of run is really good, but we're not even halfway there. So I'm not gonna count. I'm not gonna hope.
Oh my goodness, could this be Ashmore? Yes, it is. It is a Riley Reid appreciation stream.
Yeah, that's probably what it was on about.
But nobody cares what you're doing.
An average cheese and tomato pizza with garlic bread and cake. Yo, what cake? Sounds good though. Can I play this game as well? You mean
like
Stuntman or the porn name?
Oh, shit.
You mean Stuntman or the porn artist? Stuntman, yes, if you have a PS2. It doesn't really work well on emulators. If porn artist names, yes, please share.
Who the F is Riley Reid? Correct answer as a father.
Oh yeah, Ashmore's a dad, isn't he?
Someone call him a Zaddy.
I wouldn't.
What?
Not because,
wow!
Not because Ashmore isn't one, but because I don't like that term.
I finally found an internet phrase that you don't like, and I do. What is this weird, like, Twilight Zone we're in?
I wouldn't put this upon Ashmore. Why do I keep want to call him Beard? That's just not.
It is very weird. It's Mr. Beard to you.
That's kind of...
It's like a button you shouldn't push. That's every button, dude.
Yeah, that's what Dolly Buster. I guess you googled Dolly Buster, right? Or did you Google Riley Reid?
Some hybrid of both.
Because yeah, Dolly Buster's boobs are like comically fake. They are huge. They are very fake and very huge.
Yeah, I don't find the whole big boob thing.
Yeah,
very...
like I said, she's like I think she made porn in like the 80s or something. So
oh, same.
Very much the what?
What?
You weren't even alive.
That's what you think.
That's a bit awkward.
Well, that I was alive in the 80s.
No, let me talk about video games that I play.
You didn't play video game.
On a phone concept.
Okay,
that's alright. We can work with that. I think if I just hit the trash cans, then I'm good.
I'm not trash.
I'm not trash. And then I can just skip these again, and then I'm Gucci.
Gang?
Not associated with any gang.
Oh, that's we're gonna miss. F me, her nipples look like a slice of wafer-thin ham.
Gesundheit.
What?
I feel upset now.
I don't really understand the outrage.
Also, who are we talking about?
Yeah, who are we talking about right now?
Are we talking about Dolly Buster or Riley Reid or someone else?
Welcome to our new show. Guess which porn star we're talking about?
What about Riley Herbst? She's a NASCAR driver.
Who's that porn star?
Right. She's been with ladies with penises, so Riley Reid says trans rights. That's nice.
Yep. Good.
Yeah, I go off queen. Yeah, so I lost a good minute on there, which is a bit unfortunate, but we should be still really good for either PB mate. I'm not entirely sure about the world record because so the world record loses half a minute in the late game. or like 40 seconds. But I also know that load times overall, I think, are much slower because this disc was kind of bad. So I'm not sure if I'm still on pace for World Record, but you know what? We're just gonna find out. You and me on this journey together. You, me, and all of the chat.
You, me, and Dupree.
You, me, and Dupree.
This is a difficult conundrum.
Did you ever watch? You, Me, and Dupree is one of these movies that I never heard of before. Someone mentioned it, like people mention it, like in public, in culture. But that's the movie that I know nothing about. All I know is that the title is kind of funny, and I keep referencing to it. I never heard of it. I don't know any of the actors. I don't know any of the storyline. I assume it's about like maybe an ex-boyfriend moving in with a couple. Maybe, I don't know. I just know there's a guy named Dupree in it, probably.
I'm going to tell you, Murdo, what I tell everybody when I don't know something, and that's
I'm just gonna guess the actors, the main actors. Dupree is played by.
Jack, we get a check on this, by the way.
Who's like? There's like a Cooper, I think last name Cooper. Bradley Cooper? Yeah, Bradley Cooper.
We got Bradley Cooper.
Okay. You, me, and Dupree. Yeah, so me is Jennifer Aniston. I'm bad at this game. This run's not dead.
Solid guess.
Jennifer Aniston and the me part. No, wait, me is Jennifer, and so you is who's another one of these like romantic comedy guys?
Owen Wilson.
Yes, actually, yes, 100%. Yeah, so Jennifer Aniston, Owen Wilson, and Bradley Cooper.
Is Murdo getting you, me, and Dupree wrong on purpose? No, Murdo just said he has no idea the concept of them.
Yeah, I have no clue what it is. Like, absolutely no idea.
And to be fair, I am also slightly confused. I'm not really much of a rom-com head. Is that what y'all fucking freaks call yourselves?
I assume it's a rom-com. That's what I assume it's a rom-com. That's all I know.
Is that what you horny buggers call it? I have no idea.
Did I get any of the actors right?
Yeah, Murdo get any of the actors right.
Did I get close?
Also, Ashmore, doing well. Thank you very much for asking. How are you? Barely Bros movie, isn't it? I have no idea. Honestly, I'm gonna have to Google it now because someone has to. You, me, and Dupree. But I was right. Owen Wilson's in it.
Yes.
As Randolph.
What? Randolph?
Yeah, that's me. I mean you. I mean somebody. Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon.
And Kate Hudson.
I mean, that's kind of Jennifer.
Seth Rogen's in it.
Oh, fuck off.
Anyone else interesting? Bill Hader?
Bill Hader.
Michael Douglas?
No.
There's some peeps in there.
Yeah, so Road Record's definitely dead. Still have chance for PBs. I'm just gonna keep them. I'll be back later, I guess. Need to phone the pizza place. Alright, see you in a bit, Divine. Thanks for joining.
You, me, and Canadian wrestler Rene Dupree. He's French.
French Canadian.
Oh god, the worst kind of Canadian. The French.
But yeah, the French. Right. Is that one of the movies where he says, wow, I'm
Owen Wilson, wow.
I'm Lightning McQueen, wow.
Could you wow?
Oh, no, wow.
Could you wow? Get you some, wow.
You know what I now want?
Owen Wilson.
Yes, but I want the noises Owen Wilson makes, but over that pufferfish.
Oh god! Do you reckon that would upset Kaya more or less than the current version?
I think I'm gonna make that the next few days.
Oh, wow. Wow. Owen Wilson and Ellen are the same person. I don't think that's true.
Yeah, that goes.
What?
They're just gender swap.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, I'm not going to argue, but what?
What is beetroot?
What is beetroot?
But yeah, what did I want to say?
Oh, nothing important, it sounds like.
Yeah, definitely not. But yeah, so for context, me and Liam, now on WhatsApp, we've just been sending the pufferfish gif, like, back and forth for no good reason.
You know how
Like,
Murdo and I are
just
well
off-
known for like just like getting into memes way too late?
Yeah.
This is the most obvious example of that in
Oh yeah,
forever.
big time. Big time.
Oh my god, it's so good though.
Yeah, but yeah, we've just like, especially if you don't know what to say, we just.
It's a new
Oh
lol.
my god! You can also jump over that boat in the PAL version. That's good to know. That's reason.
Hey Murdo, when is Stuntman coming out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation's new service?
Places.
I don't know what's fucking cool. PlayStation Tickle My Pickle? Something.
I mean, to be fair, I know they re-released the I didn't start the timer. I hate myself. Yeah, so I know that the sequel, Stuntman Ignition, did come out for, I think, a digital download on PS3 or 4, I believe.
Look, chat, he's spinning!
So it's not like out of the question that they'll ever. But like the problem is with Stuntman as well, like the license is a bit in a weird legal limbo, and I
Right.
don't think there's anyone that has enough for it to re-release it and like the problem is the original Stuntman needs like quite a bit of work, obviously, to re-release. So. Anyway, my pizza is here, so I shall leave you for now. Good luck with the run. Thank you.
Is Stuntman Ignition hot and fresh out the kitchen?
Absolutely.
Speaking of hot and fresh out the kitchen, you see, okay, I got 30 years.
Owen Wilson and Rip Middlesworth Rocket. I mean, we're still getting it. We're not done.
Wow, that was like my most amazing segue ever, and Murdo completely fucking deadballed me.
Oh yeah, I didn't listen.
Incredible. I said, speaking of hot and fresh out the kitchen, did you see R. Kelly got 30 years in jail?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I don't know who told me, but I was on the radio.
What
I don't
a
know, but...
fucking segue, dude. Murdo just, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
You deadballed
Yeah,
me, guys.
this is also
Wow.
another meme, but this is another meme we're getting into way too late.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
absolutely.
old
I mean, it's perennial, you know.
Perennial.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, I heard
season.
that. Obviously not really. I don't really care for celebrities that much, but yeah, R. Kelly is apparently a big old problem.
From what I have been told by the Guff, she says it's basically the same shit Prince Andrew is guilty of.
Oh really?
Yeah, so.
I mean, I know it's like obviously like general sexual stuff, but also like minors or something like that.
Yeah,
I haven't listened too much because I was just like, oh, he's a piece of shit, I guess. All right, moving on.
yeah, I get that completely. It's like,
Because
oh great,
it's
another
not
piece of
really-
shit.
Yeah, like, oh, God, there's just so many news that you have to pay attention to, and I don't wanna.
It's not the news you have to pay attention to, it's the nudes.
Is he the one who pissed on people? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe.
God, that doesn't really narrow it down, to be honest.
People being kids. What? Amber Heard getting investigated for perjury too in Australia. Amber Heard, isn't she the one that was in like for perjury?
Perjury.
Perjury?
Lying in court.
Oh God, is that fucking thing still going on with him, with her?
No, that's done. This is the new thing.
Yeah, but it's basically just part 2 in it.
Oh, I mean, it's certainly it's in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard cinematic universe for sure.
Yeah.
The
God,
JDAHMU CU.
The way people like completely took that apart is just, and like made their own testaments and like be like, oh, this is what happened, and I'm like, oh God damn it, I'm Jack.
Oh, the social media analysts of legal
yeah.
analysts. Yeah, I am not amazed that became a thing. I'm more amazed by the fact that it didn't coincide with hot tub streaming.
I mean, to be fair, it was a big thing for streamers as well, because a lot of the people that don't have any personality on stream,
Like us.
they like the guys that would do basically reaction streams for a lot of their a lot of their content.
Yeah.
They would also just watch like hours on end of the trials. I'm like, okay, cool.
It was quite funny because TikTok went from being all about that to then Binley Mega Chippy, and I've never had such a fucking emotional social media whiplash in my life.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Be a better sequel than Aquaman 2, to be fair. I mean, yeah, the sequel can't be much worse or better than its previous one, the original, and the original wasn't good from what I heard, so well, I hope the sequel have. That's not true. Some sequels are good, but not this one. Amber Heard in it. Amber Heard, more like Amber, please don't. Or something.
Is she not a good actor? Is she an actor? I don't know.
She's an actress, and I use the term actress the most loosely I've ever used the term actress.
Is she Aquaman?
She's Aquaman, which is really bad because she's clearly a woman. So.
Oh no, Aquaman's Jason Momoa and he's really hot. Listen, Liam. I know you're not that way inclined, but you have to agree that Jason Momoa is pretty, attractive.
I can appreciate a good-looking dude. Yeah, Jason Momoa is a pretty good-looking dude. Listen, you can't recognize a good-looking dude without being a good-looking dude yourself. So, why Murdo and I recognize game,
Liam, I had a talk with Aria the other day.
What the fuck? Why?
Yesterday? And Aria, I don't remember what the entire talk was, but
she said some shit.
Not the entire. We had some way to get to that point. I think she talked about we talked about the Eurovision that might be hosted in the UK.
Yeah.
And before every country, you have what's called a postcard, which has been in the past. Sometimes it has been for example, they did different ways of visualizing the flag of the country that's participating. Right. For example, they would just paint the colors of Denmark on a couch. Sounds not good, but was actually really impressive. And sometimes they would also just show, nice places in the UK, because obviously it's a bit of a also a show to advertise, tourism. So they would just show places in that country and what kind of beautiful stuff there was there. So we talked about what kind of places they could use for the UK year, and they would show places in the host country. I misexplained that. Not from the country that participated, the host country.
I get what you mean.
Places.
Yeah.
So then we talked about what they could do for the UK, and I said that they're 100% gonna do Binley Mega Shippy, and there's nothing we can do against it.
No, the meme's dead by now, dude. Nobody's referencing that anymore.
Dude, they waited for 1.5 years to make a joke to that Will Ferrell Eurovision movie. I think they will just, not directly, but they might be in the area for one of the postcards, and then they'll have the Mega Chibi in the background. God, I think they'll do that.
If they've gone to Coventry for any reason, they've already made a wrong turn.
I mean, to be fair, if you have to film 40 places in the UK, you kind of have to go all over the place. Right?
40? Oh, I can name 40 that don't include Coventry.
Top 10 places without Coventry.
I'll do a fucking tier list, and we'll put Coventry at the bottom, and then we'll go from there.
Have you ever been in Coventry?
Yeah, I used to go to Coventry all the time. That was the middle ground between the X and I.
Oh, yeah.
I used to tell you when I was going to Coventry.
Did you ever go to a Binley Mega Chippy?
No, nowhere near the area, unfortunately. And judging from the images and videos I've seen of the area, I'm very glad I never went.
I mean, the chippy place doesn't look that great, to be honest.
No, apparently the chippy's shit as well. Every other review place that has been there has said how bad it is.
I mean, it lives off its funny name, innit?
It's low quality food.
It's so British. It's just so British.
It's British.
What did I say though? I don't remember. Check your. I'm in the middle of a speed run. I'm going zoomy fast. check the chat.
Can confirm, but it is in fact going zoomy fast.
As soon as I got in, I got hit with the Bentley Mega Chippy. That's what you get, Cosmic. Hi, how are you?
Hey, Cosmic was so sorry.
Oh, fun fact, Cosmic got disqualified from Speedrunning Stuntman because in the second to last mission, the car you have to hit in the American version is about 1.5 meters closer to you than in the PAL version, and we can't have that. That's an unfair advantage.
Cosmic, as the after-match reporter of the stream, how did that make you feel?
I'm kidding, by the way. It's nothing. It's gonna save maybe half a second, if at all. And there's so many other things that are worse in NTSC. So I'm
sorry, Murdo, but we're gonna need the word from Cosmic themselves. Thank you. I'd prefer you didn't speak for the people. Thank you.
I think it evens out with the whole corkscrew thing. Nah, I think you are a cheat and a scoundrel, actually.
Whoa, 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 whoa! We will not have the S word here, Murdo. Thank you, Jesus.
You're such a sea lady, Murdo.
What?
You twisted your knickers or shat in your Weetabix every morning for the last 2 weeks. I meant to say lately, not lady. Aria, I'm literally streaming. You can check the Facebook chat. Just tell me what you said. I forgot. I'm busy.
As the literally police, I can confirm Murdo is in fact literally doing something.
Hello, I'm the literary police.
Listen, I get so annoyed that people misuse literally. And KO's gone to great lengths to try and alleviate some of that pain for me by saying it's actually perfectly okay to do that now. The literally's dictionary definition has been updated and stuff. But I will not let it stand. Literally, it needs to be used correctly, or it needs to be used not at all. So
being a stickler for grammar isn't a personality trait.
Yes, it is, and it's mine. You cannot stop what won't be stopped.
What do you mean, porcupine sitting? Aria, I'm not even mad. Why are you so easily offended? Just check the Facebook chat. Come on, you can do it.
Aria's not easily offended. She'll tell you to fuck off. She's not that easily offended. All right. Fuck off, I'm not easily offended. Like that. Go on, Aria, tell him.
Tell him.
A baby cow.
But yeah, Cosmic, to update you with the state of affairs. I had a run earlier that went into tuk-tuks. So basically, I went like deathless until Downtown Dash, and I said like, I think Ashmore pointed out that this is a really good run, and I said yeah, but like I'm not even halfway there, so I'm like careful, and then I fucked up the box trailer jump. So that was instant karma. Then I died on the first tuk-tuk mission. Then I died then I overjumped the barge on the second tuk-tuk, and then I reset. So apparently you can also jump over the barge in the PAL version. It just never happened. Alright, that's reset.
That's a quick flash.
It's been the build-up, that's why. Me and you, Meadow, are in our divorce era.
What? No! You guys were meant to be... What? I don't know. I was sad for a minute, and then you weren't that sad, so then I questioned whether I should be sad or not. Should I not be sad? Y'all's getting divorced. Oh no! Y'all's getting divorced. Oh no! Oh no! Jeffrey's getting divorced. Oh no! Oh no! Oh wow! What the fuck is this stream?
Terrible.
What?
Yeah, so if you missed the first half of the stream, in just 1 hour we made jokes about Owen Wilson, me, and Dupree, a porn star. We talked about porn stars. We made that weird pufferfish noise again. We also made that Owen Wilson wow way too much. We talked about pizza. I think
It's pronounced Zar.
Zar.
No, I'm doing something for the village that has been needed to be done for a while, and that is rounding up all the animals and putting them in a new home.
You're crazy.
I'm not crazy, Murdo. I'm fucking wild.
People say I'm porn.
Did I ever tell you that there was a guy that I used to know who used to want to be known as Wild Andy? His name was Andy.
Oh. Wow, really? Jesus. It would have been funny if his name was Steve.
His name was Jeff, and yeah, for whatever reason, he was, I think, like the youngest of our group, probably like a year younger than everybody else. And for some reason, every time he introduced himself, especially when he was drunk, he would go, yeah, but everyone calls me Wild Andy, and everybody in the group would look at each other and go, nobody calls him Wild Andy. I don't know why he keeps saying this. It's so fucking funny.
Oh no,
like,
he's a loser.
Oh god, that's the thing. He was kind of cool. Like I would describe him as like a Grebo version of Shiv in like stature. Yeah. Chat will know what a Grebo is. Ashmore, you'll know what Grebo is. But he was Karibo. Yes, made a good one. But he was alright. But yeah, he always wanted to be known as Wild Andy, and nobody would fucking call him Wild Andy, and it was just ridiculous.
Because like you don't give longer nicknames. That's just not how that works.
Like, if you were, like, I don't know, some kind of weird gang from the 80s, then sure, Wild Andy's probably a great name. Just like Skinny Pete and Shagger Jeff.
You go with code names, so you don't use a real name.
Nah, you use Skinny Pete and Shaggy Jeff. Anyway, nobody liked him.
Actually called Pete then, because you
Sorry,
get a new name.
I should correct myself. People liked him, but his want to be called fucking Wild Andy was one of the fucking worst things that happened to anybody on this planet, quite frankly.
You should have shortened it to Willy.
It was also even funnier because I didn't even try to have a nickname, yet everybody knew me as Jester. And I think that actually irked him a little bit. Like, he wasn't a big fan of me, I could tell. But, like, everybody knew me as Jester. And, you know, people knew my real name. But even my ex's granddad called me Jester. It was, like, incredible. I don't know. I somehow reinvented myself by moving one town over.
Sounds like a fun stream. Yeah, dude, I had so much fun this 1 hour of stream. This was one of the best hours in a long time.
I feel like between both of us, we've now got like a bit more energy to throw into streams. So we're actually doing a lot better on the whole conversational side of the stream, rather than one of us talking and then the other going, yep.
I haven't been as good with concentrating on the video game today, but you know, you have to dive on depth. It's fine.
It was I was similar like that with the Torgas stream the other day, because I was like, I was fine. I was able to talk, but like once I got into concentration mode, that was fucking it. I just couldn't talk anymore. It was so bad.
Don't think I can finish the mission anymore.
Don't think yours what you're thinking. Or something, I don't know.
We're actually gonna have a good run now. I can feel it, I can taste it.
Alright, chat. Game over. It's time for winner POV. Get your left butt cheeks ready. Your right ones are already getting numb.
Logan Paul just signed with WWE. That happened a few hours ago. Why does this company want me to absolutely despise them? Unpopular fact, but Logan Paul is actually really good at like being
Unfortunately, as much as I don't like Logan Paul, the kids do, and the kids is their audience.
Also, he's quite the good heel, and also he's actually like, for not being a wrestler, he's actually quite decent.
I would argue that he is a better heel to me than The Miz is.
Yeah.
Because The Miz is a cowardly, shitty heel. Like, that's what... Listen, I don't want to get on a whole WWE rant, but WWE has been a fucking thing I don't like for a while, because all of the heels are just like cowards. It's like, oh, we'll just run up behind him and take him out. There's no monster heels anymore. Like, even Brock Lesnar was a monster heel. Now he's a face because Roman Reigns is supposedly the heel. But, like, even he isn't that fucking brave. He sends the Usos in. He doesn't really fight his own fights. And it's irritating as shit. I don't know if AEW do it any better, but that's where, listen, I'm not trying to be that dick, but adults are watching AEW. Kids are watching WWE. And that's not meant to be insulting. That's literally the audience they want. So, it's one of them. Hey, the water's out.
You stopped watching WWE in 2017, and it's gone hill from what you heard. Yeah, I mean, there's been some good here and there, but, like, yeah, it's not.
It's WWE's...
I've definitely like been caring less and less, but I'm also not that much. I'm definitely more a guy for the spectacle. I'm not like that interested in the actual wrestling, which is, you know.
I was gonna say, the main thing we used to watch a lot of, and we didn't even do that this year, mostly because of, you know, my shitty moods and stuff, is Royal Rumble. Like, we'd watch that every year, not a problem. But even that this year wasn't really that interesting to anybody, and I don't think anyone who did watch it then went on to go, you know what, we should have streamed it and watched it, because it wasn't a good event from what I understood.
Wasn't that exciting. They don't do a good job anymore with, like, actually surprising people. Murdo, he filmed a corpse when he was a fully grown adult. I was literally correct. You never get over this bullshit. Alright. NXT is fine, just wasn't NXT. NXT is definitely a show. Why does this fucking ball-faced Becky and Seth pass this Prime Rollins? That's just not cool. I gotta win MITB, and then Logan Paul gonna be wrestling. This is why I need therapy.
I'm sorry, who insulted Becky?
Aria, here's a
the fuck up, Aria.
Here's an expert tip. If something makes you this angry, don't follow it. You can literally just not follow this and get different hobbies.
You could just not consume the content.
Because, like, you get so wild up about stuff, and you could just, like, if it makes you actually that angry, then just stop and not be that angry because it's kind of, you know, a bit annoying to deal with sometimes.
Arya, I don't want to be that guy, but you not liking WWE and then refusing to not watch it is a bit of an ick for me. I never use that phrase. The sheep has spawned within the new confines. This is amazing.
The sheep has spawned. The sheep have rhythm.
Rhythm is a dancer. Murder can't say worders.
You know what? Every time you write my name in all caps, I know nothing.
Becky Lynch does not suck, and if she did, I would pay good money.
It's so funny because every time you do like the single murder in all caps, I just know the next sentence isn't gonna be productive. It's just gonna be you yelling about the sky.
Old emo yells at sky.
I think I have that slight audio desync again, but it's not that big a deal. But I'm excited to see what you are typing up, Arya. Maybe, you know, we'll see.
Typing up a storm is what Arya's doing.
Typing up a storm.
To this house we're born. To this world we're thrown.
Hey, Cosmic and or other people in the chat that want to participate. What's your guys's, because, you know, the PS... So, what do you actually think? Let's start with I want to go a different way, but let's start with this. What game do you actually think about when somebody says PS2? Because it's a really, like so many people had one, and it's a really iconic console, isn't it? But it didn't have, like, you know, it did have Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, but not, like, the iconic games. So I'm kind of curious what you guys that don't look that much into it think, first off.
Sorry, Murder, for me it is Crash.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did you play the PS2 ones?
I didn't play the PS2 ones, no.
Yeah, that's why I'm specifically asking for PS2. Because I think a lot of people might actually say Need for Speed Underground.
Yeah, Underground 2 is definitely one of like the main games I played on PS2.
Yeah, I think that's a big one for a lot of people. Honestly. And I wouldn't even, like, as much as I like to shit on Underground and like Need for Speed in general, I'm definitely on board with that. It's been just the cultural impact of that game is just, you can't deny it.
Yeah,
I'm an unstable relationship with an industry that was essentially my childhood and teen year. Arya, have you heard of Moving On?
I agree. Like, I literally have WWE as part of my childhood, and I don't go on about it as much.
I mean, I'm not gonna shoot on you. Like, I'm like, you know, passion isn't a bad thing. Like, I'm glad you're passionate about things, and you should be interested in what you're interested in. But, you know, sometimes maybe it's just better to move on if you don't like the product anymore. Like, you don't need to hold on to it. There's gonna be more other things you're gonna be interested in eventually. Maybe you'll be like me and start collecting old Wii games for $2 at CEX.
I think, in fairness to Arya, there is a lot to be said about like wanting a product to be better.
Oh yeah.
And not having to move on. But sometimes, you know, you have to take the dog out back and send it to doggy hell. WWE is similar.
Totally get that. Yeah, I mean,
obviously
you want the product to be better, but if you're just not enjoying it, you're also not enjoying the alternatives like AW, TNA, or whatever the hell is going on. Then maybe just, you know, just
is TNA going on?
Yeah. I think they're not called TNA anymore. I think they're now Impact, but yeah, they're going on.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe just, you know, unfollow some people on the social networkies, and, you know, just move on a bit.
Hey, Arya, let me tell you how much of an influence it was in my teen years. I didn't have a computer in my early teens, or like, I don't know, 11 to 12 years old. I did, however, have access to a library. And as Murdo knows, having fun isn't hard with a library card.
Where did you work out? At the library.
I used to go to the library just to look at John Cena and Rey Mysterio fan sites. Murdo doesn't know about that. But yeah, I used to go look at stuff and catch up on the latest on Rey Mysterio all the time. Like, every week. That's how much it used to be part of my life.
Oh, like, using the computer in the library was a big business for my 5th grader thing. Yeah, I know a lot of people looked up wrestling stuff. I would look up, like, football stuff and stuff that my autism brain cares about.
Let me tell you one
team from Togo.
other fun story. I got a PlayStation 2 at some point from a family friend for a Christmas present. We've had this conversation before about how I think I now realize how I got that PlayStation 2. Anyway, I used to sell so many of those games, the pre-owned games that I got given, to the local games exchange for cash, because I could then take that cash to go buy a new Rey Mysterio figure from Woolworths.
Do you still have them?
No, I wish, dude. I had like so many different colors. There's probably like 8 or 9 different colors.
Kind of sad that you sold all the PS2 games now. No, for me, but you know.
I had State of Emergency at one point. That was a pretty good game.
Oh, that game's bad.
Ah, it's a Rockstar game. Not bad.
It's not that great. I mean, no, but like, I think it's kind of hard to say, obviously, because I'm not sure what kind of figures they sold at Woolworths, but I think...
Oh, they're the proper ones.
In terms of value, maybe the PS2 games, depending on what you had, obviously.
Oh, I don't think there's anything good.
Nothing, but there might be some games that now are considered rare.
Potentially, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
But it was,
but
yeah.
You don't have either now, so, you know.
I used to, yeah, true. I used to, like, take all my, thingy money as well. Paper round money as well. To Woolworths and go buy myself new figures and stuff like that.
That's so cute. I never know that.
I used to be mad on the wrestling figures. I still occasionally look at them and go, you know what, I should buy more again. Like, I've still got my Daniel Bryan and John Cena ones I brought as a joke.
Nice.
But, yeah, we have to move on eventually.
Tangent. Ari, why did you just say tangent? Cosmic says, when I hear PS2, I always think of either this game or SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. Interesting. Yeah, like, I never really heard that much about SpongeBob back in the day. Just when I started to frequent the internet, because obviously it's been a big deal in the speedrun community, and a lot of people will be like, oh, this is my childhood. I played that game so much, yada yada. And I played it at a friend's like a few minutes, not that long, and I was like, I'm not that impressed.
Which game?
But what?
Which game?
Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Oh, okay. I clocked out for a second. Came back.
But then again, it's a fairly, you know, nowadays it's a fairly normal collectathon kind of 3D platformer, but which wasn't at the time, I don't think, anything new, because obviously you had like Banjo-Kazooie and stuff like that. But obviously for that generation, in the Banjo-Kazooie kind of generation, you had quite a few of those. Like a lot of like obviously back in the NES days, you had a lot of companies that tried to make like their own Mario, right? Then you had, in the 3D age, you had quite a few people trying to make their own Super Mario 64, like the 3D Mario.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the PS2 kind of era hit, then these kind of more stuff that seemed more childish was slowly starting to phase out as gaming became more edgy in the 2000s. So having like a good 3D platformer was actually kind of rare, especially for the PS2, which was definitely more on the edgy side than, let's say, the GameCube, obviously. Yeah, so I think that's just why it's so fondly remembered, mostly because it was one of the few of the genre at the time.
Yeah.
And it was a good license game. Like, that's, you know, it's worth a mention, because those weren't common. To have a licensed game that actually was a good game and not just, you know, fans for the show will maybe enjoy it, and that's about it. But yeah, I never really played SpongeBob. I thought about playing Rehydrated. I think I have a key on Humble for it.
Stay humble.
Stay humble. It's insane to me that your development stage is better than your main product. Toxic attraction are what I want in women's wrestling. You have Io Shirai leaping off cages and Tiffany Stratton basically be a bodybuilder Regina George. Meanwhile, main roster you got Becky Lynch and fucking Elias. Yeah, Elias. Great. Yeah, I don't know. Like, they really not using, I don't know, their storyline, you know, decisions in WWE have just been weird. And I am gonna be the guy and say this has like mostly to do with Vincent.
Oh, you can absolutely be that guy. He's fucking terrible.
I just feel like they need to completely exchange the planning and like the high ups of that company. I think it's just from the core, dude. But I mean, it's easy to say from down here, but yeah, I just think it's very much an issue from the top. And honestly, like, here's what I don't get, right? Why are all these old people, they're like filthy rich, right? And like 90-year-old, 80-year-old, 90-year-old. Why would you still put yourself through working? Like, if I earned like let's say $10 million, if I had $10 million in the bank at age 50, I'd be fucking retiring. Or like at least like very little work. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I wouldn't be sticking around.
Maybe do like some small stuff here and there to get like some money in as well, like here and there. But like I'd have my houses and like some real estate for people to live in and like rent that out. And then I just, do what I want to do and have fun with the rest of my life. Why would I still, because obviously being the CEO or like the head of planning, whatever the hell Vince is doing now, isn't that easy. And he's like pushing 90, I think. I'm like, why would you do this to yourself? Like, just take a rest, buy a house in Malibu and like sleep.
Have a nap, idiot.
Yeah, like, why would you, like, there's so many of these like older people that do that, like older rich business people, and I'm like, why would you do this to yourself?
Ugh,
like
old people, am I right, chat?
The reason on why I was getting successful and rich is because I want to work less. Like, that's the whole goal. I don't want to earn a lot of money so I can work more. That's not what I want to do. Honestly, Rehydrate is pretty good. It would be worth a play even though it's a good game. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I think I'm not entirely sure if I should seek out the original or the reiterated one. I think I heard that the PS2 version is the worst of the bunch. I think at least for speedrunning, I know Xbox is best, but I don't know if that's also just the best version or just the best for speedrunning. Those don't have to be the same, but usually obviously speedrunning is best on the also just best version, but also sometimes obviously on the inferior version there could be exploits. So I don't know. I know somebody that I believe either looked a lot at like speedruns for the game or also speedrun themselves. I'm not sure. So I could ask them like if I should look at Rehydrated to experience the game or no. What the fuck was that? I'm so sad.
Sound it.
Still have enough time. I'm gonna reset. Also need to reset the audio real quick. Hope that the game doesn't break. At least Sasha Banks got fired. Oh, did she? I don't.
Okay, hang on. What do you mean at least?
I don't know. I just don't like popular women, I guess. Vince is a real POS. Does some real sketch shit as far as I'm aware. Yeah. Has been doing since the fucking 70s, dude.
Like I said, yeah, he's not a good person by any stretch of the mind.
Oh yeah, but yeah, like I'm not even trying to talk about Vince specifically. I'm just like, as a general point, like, why would you, if you're that rich, why would you bother to still work at age 80? Like,
it's like, just chill, dude.
Yeah, like he could totally be. He obviously has enough money. He could sell his shares even, or like just hold his shares and rake in the interest or whatever. And he can like do 2 appearances on the show per year or whatever. Like do a bit of a, obviously not wrestling anymore, God forbid, but like he could do like some appearance and get a nice pop and get another paycheck. Like that's totally fine. He can do that. Why would you still work so much?
Yeah, I don't get it. Because she ended Paige's career for some reason. It's taken 5+ years to get rid of her. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say she ended her career. She ended her career to a degree within WWE. But, like, she's had the option to move on to other places for a while. Like, that's... Yeah.
Yeah,
Paige chose to stay with the company.
I think she signed with... Or, like, she pushed out... She isn't with WWE anymore.
No, she's left now. But it was this year.
Yeah, but I believe I read something about her appearing somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, there was rumors.
I think it was a rumor or it was confirmed. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm gonna reset the capture. Hope it doesn't break the stream. Be not nice.
Yeah, saying she ended the career, I at first, because I was obviously a huge Paige fan, I kind of agreed with you. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, what the fuck has Sasha Banks done? But, like, I think there was, like, a wild miscommunication there. Huh?
Did she, like, injure her?
So, what happened was, this is, like, ages ago now, I'm trying to recall from memory.
Yeah. I think I vaguely remember something.
Yeah, Sasha Banks was in the corner in turnbuckle. Paige ran into her, did, you know, that typical, like, raise an elbow to get deflected from the corner kind of thing. She turned around, and Sasha Banks drop kicked her in the back. And that was supposed to happen as far as I was aware, but Paige wasn't in the right position to have it, and the damage it did to her spine basically meant that she was at risk from being completely paralyzed if she carried on wrestling. In the same way, Daniel Bryan also had something that, you know, if he did one more thing, he'd have a concussion so bad that he would never wrestle again, and now look at him. So, yeah. I don't know how much I believe WWE doctors are very overcautious now because of everything that's gone on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that they are.
Oh, me too, me too.
Have people die anymore.
But I'm just saying that's the story behind it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, like, things are, as like, at the time that could be true. And now it obviously improved, and they worked on it, so it's not as bad anymore. And like, you know,
yeah, they basically didn't want her wrestling again, and she hasn't for WWE.
Yeah, true.
So,
but they still paid her for a long time. Which,
oh,
you know,
they paid her while she did absolutely nothing. That's a fucking dream life, though, right there. That's furlough, baby.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she did like other like ambassador stuff and stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, but in the ring, like she was general manager for a while, wasn't she? And then general managers stopped being a thing again. Yeah. Because they like just bringing general managers out every so often and going, this is a new thing. It's like, isn't it like the old thing? No. But yes.
And then they barely use it.
Yeah. That's very much the cycle.
They had Sonya now as a general manager or whatever.
Not anymore.
Yeah, but she also didn't do anything. It was just kind of annoying and didn't make any sense. And yeah, they're not good with storylines at the moment. They just don't really commit
at the moment.
Do you know what?
They've not been for a while.
It's really telling that the best storyline is Elias's younger brother Ezekiel. That's the best storyline ever.
I mean, it's not wrong either. It is the best storyline.
It's actually a quite funny storyline.
It's even funnier because it involves Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens is like one of the best fucking actors they've got in WWE.
It's funny I like Kevin Owens that much because he is absolutely that whiny heel like type of character.
But he's not. I don't feel like he's a cowardly one either, which makes it better for me. He will get in your face and fucking fuck it.
A lot of rounds he was quite cowardly.
He can be, yeah. I know. I'm with you to some degree. He is, but for the most part, he's been all right. To be fair.
Why did ruin Sonya Deville? I'm pretty sure she was injured as well. Like I don't think she could wrestle.
She can now.
Yeah, she's been back now for a bit, but I'm pretty sure she had a really bad injury.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the story is with her, but
I didn't expect this stream to turn to wrestle talk. Man.
Hey, it's you know, the conversation's often steered by the people watching. Quick chat, talk about something else.
Power to the people, like that one joke, that one line by Michael Laurinaitis or whatever his first name was. Or something.
Michael Leonidas.
That's me.
What? Hey, you fam? Michael Leonidas.
John Laurinaitis. God, how did I forget?
Laurinaitis, not Leonidas.
Yeah, I said Laurinaitis.
Yeah.
I also love how Arya worded that. Why did it ruin Sonya Deville?
I mean, yeah, to some degree they kind of did.
Why is cheeseburger? They'll restore my hope if they give liver shots in MIDB run. I'll take Rick Cal as well. So for the men's, I'm pretty sure they're doing Seth, but I don't think they're gonna do Rebecca.
God, I hope not, because they can't top his fucking cash-in ever.
Yeah, but they're going for it. I am fairly sure they're going for a second. Yeah, they're trying to tap them well again. Also, yeah, I don't think Becky is getting them. I mean, they might just go with Becky, but I don't think, like, the thing is always, like, she just doesn't need it. Like, not at all. It doesn't fit her character. She doesn't need it. She can just get a title match, but they didn't care about, like, they haven't used the MITB briefcase well in so long. They just don't use it good. Like, They either use it immediately for no good reason, or they just like use it within a month and barely build up to it.
I think you're gonna need that immediate cash in though, at Money in the Bank for the men's at least, because the way they built fucking Reigns up, there isn't much chance other than a Money in the Bank dick cash in.
All I'm saying is SummerSlam Roman Reigns versus Lesnar, and that's what I'm keeping it at.
Okay.
So I believe that they're just building up to that. They're just building up to, you know, the heights of the century 2.
Gonna be absolutely real. I thought that was already on the cards, but okay.
Yeah, but so Lesnar versus Reigns for SummerSlam's already in the cards, yes.
Yes, okay.
So what I'm thinking is what they're gonna do is have Seth win MITB, then you know, cash it in.
Who's Reigns against for MITB?
Nope.
No, but he's not competing.
Nope.
He's the champion and he's not competing.
Yeah. Pretty sure he's not competing.
Fucking.
Yeah, he's been very much turning into a part-time champion recently.
Like,
Last recently.
he's your champion.
Yes.
Why would you not have him wrestling?
He's busy.
Is he doing what? He's a champion.
Not wrestling. I'll read you. So I'm in the mission right now, but after this, in the
Yeah. Don't
I'll read
you know?
you the card real quick.
Don't worry about doing it right now. You're a busy guy.
I already opened it.
Okay, right. So all we need to do. What time are we on? Fucking hell, it's 25 past already. Need sort of like beds for the villagers, and I'm pretty much done the observatory for a while.
You want to enter stream mode?
No. I just didn't realize how much time had already gone past.
Oh, yeah, dude. Having fun isn't hard when you have fun with your friend.
Want to have another go at that one, or are you going to leave it there? You're okay with that?
Oh. I'm very happy with that one.
You shouldn't be, but okay.
All right, so we have singles match for the Raw Women's Championship. Bianca. Yep, that's her.
Hold on.
Bianca Belair versus Carmella.
M just popped in. Don't end already. You're my train entertainment. Train just entertainment. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so Raw Women's Bianca versus Carmella.
Sorry, no, sorry. A character from ASDF movies just appeared in the living room. What was that, Kaya? Kaya likes trains.
Ah, interesting. Then you have the SmackDown Women's Championship. There's Ronda Rousey versus Natalya, which is a match.
What's a Natalya?
Yeah. You have the singles match for the United States Championship. Fury versus Bobby Lashley.
Fury?
Yeah, Fury.
What's a Fury?
Fury.
Theory. Oh, Austin Theory.
No, he's just Fury now.
What?
They shortened his name. He's just Fury.
What?
Don't ask me.
I hate WWE.
Then there's a tag team match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. The Usos versus the Street Profits for the 6th time.
Wow, Street Profits back in the scene. Weird.
There's a women's ladder Money in the Bank match with Lacey Evans, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez.
Can't be possible. Women can't climb ladders.
Shotzi and Rebecca Lynch.
Just the train.
They also might go with Alexa Bliss or something.
I hope it's Bliss.
I'm lazy.
Top 10 deepest quotes. Jester Trayman. Yeah, thank you for pointing out my new training course for how to be a streamer coming out soon. Jester Trayman, youtube.com. Everybody sign up today. Sign up today, you get 10% off and one of these cute little piglets.
No, it's that one. Oh, it's the one stream where you just play Train Sim all day.
Oh, I would too. That seems like one of those games that I could get dangerously obsessed with.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a simple boy.
Simple.
Simply the best. Do. Better than wearing a vest. Do.
I don't think there's much that can get better than wearing a vest.
Beans. Hey, free cat cam. We've got War.
What is it good for?
Beans and Neo. Neo is chilling in Kaya's computer chair. And Beans has just appeared and isn't happy that Neo is there.
I get it.
Is it like a pyramid scheme? No, it's like a Ponzi scheme. It's different.
Why don't I? Why is Image gone?
Why is Image gone?
My Elgato just shit the bed. I don't have any. I haven't had any Image for myself anymore, and now I don't have Image.
Oh yeah, it's gone on the stream.
Yeah,
also, chat, the webcam's funny. I'm sorry, I just had to adjust it, and I've got the splash screen up, so I can't see what's going on.
My Elgato just shit the bed, and I just, if I'm gonna do this jump like perfectly, I'm gonna be mad.
Go on, man. One more go. Win a POV.
Yeah, but I think I need to reset this.
Oh, cool. I'm totally in. Yeah, right? Ponzi's aren't as scary as actual pyramids, so...
Oh,
what is a Ponzi?
My God, I would have had such a good...
What is a Ponzi?
That's so annoying.
No, I'm really sorry that happened to you.
Yeah. That's so sad.
Which congressman would you like me to contact? I will come up.
Wyoming.
Hey, Wyoming.
Yes.
You know what Wyoming is?
No.
No!
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not, my friend. Here's my shot. There it is. I found my sword. Grab your sword and fight for the horde. Or something. Oh. Ooh. So, are you here for, not here, but Stafford for a long weekend, Is it Friday to Sunday? Hold the fun. You're in... what are you doing Saturday morning? How do you feel about breakfast?
How
at 10 a.m., yes.
How are you generally feeling about breakfast as a concept?
10 a.m. sharp, according to Kaya. Hey, yeah, do you want to meet Dean properly and Em at the same time?
Everyone.
Right, everyone? There's enough room. Oh, what am I talking about? For all my friends, there's enough room. I could breakfast. I like breakfast. How do you feel about Capella? Versa Lounge at 10 a.m. Chat if you're around in Stafford. 10 a.m. Versa Lounge. We're having breakfast. First orange juice is on me. All of the people. Yeah, I'll invite Becky too. Fuck it. See what she's doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna restart the stream, see if I can fix this. Something really wrong.
Cool, yeah. Sounds good. Awesome. I'm glad we just sorted out breakfast on the stream. It's gonna be me, Dean, Kaya, and you. Is that cool? I'll buy you an orange juice. Hey, do you want to go out for a drink? It's my round. Brings you orange juice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna close my stream for a bit. If you wanna still be around and hear me talk about what's going on, follow the magical link. I'm gonna put it in my chat.
Yeah, Murdo, give us a running commentary on what he's doing on my stream.
Yeah, so I have really weird issues right now. Not quite sure why.
I've never had the Elgato, like, completely poop the bed, like, in the middle of anything. I've
um,
had it not start up before.
Yeah. So it completely just, just went black, and then it stopped going to OBS. But I also now have the thing that I plugged in the Elgato again, and it like had like a weird green error kind of deal.
Oh yeah, I've seen it do that before as well.
Like oh,
Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
Yeah, it's still doing that. I might need to reset the PC, I guess. I'm not sure.
What happened? Oh, that's rude. I don't know if I have plans with the OH, but hey, he can wait. Exactly. You see him more often than you see him. When was the time we saw each other? 2 years ago? It was like after lockdown, right? Yeah, does he want to come for breakfast? I'm not buying orange juice for everybody, like. We're getting a lot of people now. True. You can have Kaya's orange juice. And it is fresh squeezed orange juice as well. Chat, just so you get your one piece of like new content every stream, here is some frogs. Murder, you've left so many saplings here after you murdered all those oak trees in the swamp.
Yeah, let me go. I'm gonna restart my PC real quick.
Okay, Rick, thanks for letting us know. Jesus Christ.
See you in a bit. Yo,
That's
it's literally
me. I don't know if they... Okay, no worries, buddy. I don't know if they're actual cosmic frogs, but, I mean, listen, I'm not going to stop you from claiming it. But yeah, that was like, every time a new thing has come out for Minecraft, especially in like the last 2 or 3 years, Moto and I have jumped back on and gone, yeah, we're going to play in the new update. And then we do the exact same thing. We start up a new world. We go find a village. We take over that village. We fortify it. We improve it. We have a great time. And then we completely ignore the new content. Like, I mean completely. So far, this has been like a very productive couple of streams. We've actually found frogs. That's as far as we've gone so far. We haven't found the new biome, which is a mangrove swamp. We've found plenty of normal swamps. We haven't been to the deep dark yet, where the warden lives, because I don't even know how to find one of those. But, you know, one day we'll figure it out, and we'll all go, good job, Jester. Proud of you. But we did it with the Nether update as well. Like, we made... Oh god, I missed that world. I think I saved it. But we had like a really awesome world where we had like I had 3 different settlements I ended up making. One being in a ravine. I actually built like homes into the walls of the ravine. We called it Jester's Crack, because why wouldn't you? There was Jesterville, and then there was somewhere else as well. Grotful and Bingle, when they used to be cool people that hung out in the stream. They had their own lands. It was great. We had a great time. And then, for whatever reason, we decided to start a brand new world. Started this year, I think, for one of... for the Cliffs and Caves update. And then we found a cliff. We found snow that you sink in. We said, F that, and then ran away from it. What else? What else? Then yeah, this one. So we've got 2 or 3 new things to find, but I'm in no rush. I've just decided to take over a village as usual, and then just kind of crack on my life. It's a nice thing about playing on Bedrock. I know a lot of people go, oh, Bedrock, sus, whatever. But like, it's actually a lot of fun because Microsoft or Mojang do actually update the current worlds to have the new updates in. You don't have to start a new update new world every time there's an update, which is pretty cool. I get why it's annoying for some people. Like, people like to have access to their mods and shit like that, but I'm not really a person that plays modded gameplay anyway. Like, a lot of people go, oh, do you play this mod and that? I'm like, nah, dude, I just play vanilla and I have a great time with it. I kind of like the limitations to some degree. Although I do miss the chicken farm from Sky Factory. 3 specifically, not 4. The 4 Sky Factory chicken farm was terrible. The 3rd one was great. I loved it. It was my favorite thing in video games. Stupid countryside. I keep losing signal. Yeah, damn you, countryside. Making sure all the trees survive so we have oxygen to breathe. God. Stop ruining M's signal. How's she supposed to watch this top-notch entertainment? It's not top-notch. It's probably like mid-notch. Why do people always say top-notch? Like... No one's ever referenced a low notch or a mid notch. Anyway, God, me talking by myself is reminding me why I don't solo stream much anymore. It's just a stream of consciousness that like makes literally no sense. Kay is now laughing at me, which is upsetting. But you know, we live with the choices that we make. My choice was using Tinder. You took that better than I expected. I thought you'd feel that was an insult.
Was it meant to?
No, probably not. Hang on. Let me do... I love doing this as a joke because it's one of my favorite things to do. Let me do high expectations, bad Let's Play streamer. Or Let's Play gameplay. So, we're in Minecraft today, guys, and we're running around. Oh, there's a sheep. What I'm going to do is shear the sheep and take the wool. Anyway, we got that, so let's carry on, and we're going to jump up these hills and see what we see. There's a tree, there's some chickens. Back in early Minecraft, I used to think there were ducks, but apparently it's been confirmed by Notch that they are chickens. You know, Notch, who hasn't owned this game in how long at this stage? Also, people don't like... I always forget. People don't like Notch, and then they do like Notch. For context, he's the guy who created Minecraft. Apparently not a great person, but I have no idea. I don't know the guy personally. And then people like that with Thomasker for a while as well. Context, the guy who made ASDF movie? ADSF movie? There's an A in there. There's an S. There's a D and an F. I don't know what order they go in, but llamas. But he's funny. I like him. But apparently he's said or done some kind of looky weird stuff. I have no idea. The problem is I see headlines or I see Twitter outrage about a certain person. Twitter outrage is my favorite because I'll click on like whoever the name is and I'd be like, okay, based on what I already know about this person, is this going to be a good thing or a bad thing? Generally, it's bad. Or someone's died, which, depending on the person, is good or bad. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to quickly read a few of these, see what the news actually is. And half the time, it's like some teenage girl who's like whining about somebody that upset them on the internet. And it's somehow loosely to do with said content creator or celebrity or whatever. And then you're like, so they haven't actually done anything wrong. They've just somehow upset this, I don't know, 14-year-old girl. And then that's kind of the whole thing. Drama for no reason. And then you go, oh, okay, so the problem is you see these names pop up so often. This is my original point. You see these names pop up so often and you're like, are they a good person or a bad person? Because now I can't remember why they were on, you know, Twitter moments or whatever. I'm like, is it somebody who said something slightly offensive on the internet, or is it someone who is actually a fucking wrong'un? That's why I get them confused. Like, Tomska, I think, is okay, but then Tabascus is a terrible human being who was after underage kids' nudes or something. I forget. That's the thing. They all begin with T. I don't know who anybody is anymore. I'm old. Leave me alone. I'm old. I'm scared. I'm tired. The worst part is... No, the worst part. It's really terrible to say. Tabasco's had, like, a couple of really good videos. Like, I don't know many of, like... what's the range? Like, 2009 to 2013 YouTubers. But any that touched World of Warcraft for a hot second, I'm, like, more likely to be aware of. He did, oh, are they called, like, musical trailers or something? I think this is Tabasco's. He did, like, musical trailers or something like that. And he did Cataclysm. So that puts it at, what, 2011? And I hadn't seen any of this guy's content before. I don't think I've seen any of his content since. But, like, that one video was, like, so good that it's one of those names that's now kind of, like, stuck in my mind as a person who's okay on the internet. But then I find out he's a terrible person, and I feel stupid for liking that person in the first place. You know, like how every emo kid feels bad for liking Lost Prophets at one point. It's a similar situation. Everyone's like, everybody scream, oh, we're not allowed to like that song anymore because the guy's a literal cunt. Okay, I'm going to stalk this brown sheep for a second. We've only got one piece of wool from it. Only on a Minecraft stream of mine could we go from, like, me saying all that stuff to then being upset about something. Join call. Hi, Modo. Sorry, I have streamer mode on.
Yeah, no.
Brown sheep.
Hold you in the thing.
I appreciate you. You're a good friend. At Birmingham International now, so I will definitely lose signal at New Street. Yeah, Birmingham New Street's, like, real bad for signal. It looks pretty now, though, apparently. I saw it on TikTok the other day, and I was like, oh, that's Birmingham New Street. I recognized it straight away. And it was only because it was the platforms. As soon as they stepped out into, like, the main area, I was like, I think that's still Birmingham New Street. It is shiny. They made it look very pretty these days. Which, you know, it needed it. I used to frequent it quite a lot, especially for, like, you know, Comic-Con and stuff, and it was a bit of a pit. But now they've got churros, so it's okay. Churro stand literally as you get off the train. And they're good churros, too. Oh, damn it, I put him out of range. Pogging out of my freaking gourd, Murdo. Speaking of pogging out of my freaking gourd, the Pokemon Go / or X TCG set comes out literally tomorrow.
Yo.
Very excited. Slightly concerned I haven't had any money go out of my account for the Elite Trainer Box pre-order. I should probably look into that, because that's probably not going to arrive till Saturday now. But I'm not expecting anything till Saturday anyway. I did have, speaking of, I did have a message from my guy. He was like, I've got some bad news. I went, oh, fuck, what? And he goes, the Radiant Eevee collection box took some damage. And I was like, oh, shit. And I said, well, as long as the product's okay inside, I'm not too worried. It's going to all get opened anyway. And he goes, yeah, I think the products are fine. Let me just send a few photos. He sent me a front photo of it. It looked absolutely fine. Like, immaculate. I didn't understand what the issue was. And then it was like, I think it's a bit dinged up on the sides. Other than that, it looks absolutely fine, and everything inside it is absolutely fine. So we're okay. We've got a lot of stuff to go pick up on Saturday. We might need a wheelbarrow. Understandable. Have a great day. No, I just ran across the pond because I'm like shearing sheep at the moment, and I found enough village. I was about to yell a village and then remembered that you'd already found it. I was almost excited for a hot second. I think we need to join these up at some point. Do some kind of subway system. I am the perennial joiner when it comes to villages and stuff. I like big mega villages. Sup, Iron Golem, I'm gonna steal them bones. Hey girl, let me see what them bones do. That's a weird thing to want to see. Anybody? Also, Murdo's back, everybody. Twitch.tv/Murdo. Exclamation mark lads in chat if you want the multi-stream. Oh my god, I'm gonna probably die farming bones here.
Bone.
You just entered the bone zone. Lana! Lana! Danger zone. Oh yeah, for context, started watching Archer again. A friend of mine was talking about it, and I was like, you know what? I've watched Archer probably 3 or 4 times all the way through, and I didn't know pretty much of the references he was making, and I felt really dumb, because I'm like, I've definitely watched this show multiple times. I watched 4 episodes last night, and,
Where was I?
while you were out.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
You went for food. Book club. You nerd. And,
I'm so...
book club and poll. What was I saying? Anyway, so I watched 4 episodes, and he was like, oh, so where are you at now? And I said, and I couldn't even remember what I'd watched in the last 4 episodes. There's now 12 seasons, so more than likely. 2.
Okay.
The last time I watched it, I'm sure there was only 8 or 9 seasons. The thing where it goes noir? Yeah. And then I think there's either or before that, there's like one where they're on holiday altogether or some shit. And it's like a dream sequencey episode. They may have done 2.
They didn't.
I haven't seen the space one, I don't think.
They're good.
Okay.
But it all starts to get a bit weird.
The noir one I didn't like because I don't like noir stuff. It's why that, even though a lot of people really like it, the episode where Charlie's like detective mystery involving being a janitor in Always Sunny, I skipped that episode because I don't like it. Anyway, hi chat. What's up? Hey Murdo, do you want to talk? I feel really bad. It's kind of taken over.
Oh, it's all good. I'm trying to look at fixing whatever's going on, but I have no clue what's happening and why it's happening.
Oh, dude?
Yeah, probably not gonna stream.
Hey chat, I just got a tweet and mention. I don't get many of those on twitter.com. At jestertainment_. Hello, hope you're doing well. Do you want to upgrade your Twitch channel graphics work at reasonable rates? If your answer is yes, then hurry up and DM me. The fuck do you mean hurry up and DM me? Hurry up.
Do it now.
Most likely, but like, what do you mean hurry up? Oh god, I must take advantage of this offer you didn't give me. Like, piss off. That's maybe irrationally angry. Hurry up. And say please. God. Manners cost nothing, Murdo. I keep telling my girlfriend who doesn't pay attention. Manners cost nothing. Don't say please. I am not a child. I'm not a child. I just pulled my headphones out. I was so angry. My tantrum has caused damage once again. Anyway, chat, how you doing? What's going on? I was really seeing a raw side of me right now. By Eddie Murphy. He did raw, right? I'm not making that up. I can make a brown bread. A brown bed. And a lot of white beds. Awful lot of white beds here. Do I have the stuff to start doing any dyeing? But yellow? Oh, we can do beetroot red. We've already got browns, cocoa beans, no point. I just want some, like, nicely coloured beds. These boring-ass, non-coloured beds. No, I mean, Meadow. You're picking up what I'm putting down.
I don't have a basket, I'm sorry.
Oh, you fucking fuckknuckle. For some reason, of all the beds it chose to apply dye to, it chose the brown bed. So I now no longer have a brown bed. Because it is now red. So now I need to dye a bed brown because they stole my brown bed to make a red bed. Red bed. They just stole my red bed to... Why? Listen, Mojang, Microsoft, talk to me. Why would I choose to dye a dyed bed over a non-dyed bed? You know what I'm saying? You know what It's chosen the yellow bed. Why? Sorry, I just turned that, what was it, Jean-Luc Picard meme for a hot second there. God, I just... You know? The internet is a tough place to be, Murdo. And I'm displeased with my service right now. I may look at renewing my contract elsewhere.
Ooh. It's not bad.
Yeah, yeah. Displeased is how I would colour myself right now.
I think the legal term is discheese.
Discheese? Okay, new beds equals new villagers, maybe? Do the legends respond? I don't know if it's my least or favorite thing on TikTok, but like every time, every comment section of like a bigger TikTok thing is people going, does the legend respond? And invariably it's the creator replying going yes or no or try to. And I'm like, I kind of hate it, but I kind of love it at the same time. I think I'd love it even more if it happened to me. But it never will, Murdo, because people don't like me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
What? You're not supposed to agree? Murdo, we're fam? Did you just me?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought we were fam. Turns out we're just pal. How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. What song is that?
I'll need to check this issue another day. I'm stumped.
Check one. Check one. Check two.
What? How could this happen to me? Made a mistake. Nowhere to run. Waiting away.
So you know that I didn't just make that. That's a song.
No, yeah. It is Simple Plan, Untitled.
Kea. I mean, that's the sarcasm. Thank you. Jesus, that's hard.
Yeah, it's Untitled by Simple Plan.
That's hard. Oh god, I've used that since high school and I love it so much. You didn't invite for breakfast. Oh, no, do you want to come for breakfast? Sorry. Oh no.
I don't think it's gonna be feed come only for breakfast.
Oh no, do you want to come over for breakfast, Mono? Oh no, do you want to come over for breakfast? Do you want some breakfast? I'll buy you an orange juice.
I'll buy you an appy packy.
I'll buy you a carton of apple juice, little bitch. Little bitch baby. Fucking
I'll buy you some appy slices.
Hey, how's New Street looking? Did you get churros?
How's the weather go? How's the weather up there?
How's the weather in there? It would be in there, Murdo, because it's very indoors. You've been to New Street, right?
Probably. What's there? What's in New Street?
Not a lot. Yeah. Birmingham's like main station?
Yeah, I believe I was there. Let me do it.
Yeah, you come out here and you're immediately facing the ball ring and you're like, I guess I go in there.
Let me do the Google image.
Sorry, I saw a pit. I got very excited. Love a good pit, me.
I think so. I think I was in New Street. Oh.
The most annoying thing about New Street is that it implies there's an old street, but I've never seen one. Hardy. But if there was, I said to Kara earlier, and she didn't appreciate the joke. We got some chips in the freezer. They're naked fries And it specifically says straight, which implies somewhere out there's some gay fries.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm up for it.
And, you know, in the interest of Pride Month, I would like to find them. Oh, God, no! God, the drowning music from Sonic! Why? Is this part of this? But you peeped that, Sonic Origins collection?
No.
I'm thinking about it. Simply because I've never properly fully completed any of the Sonic games.
Right.
And I'd like to. And apparently they've, like, created it so all of the games, like, roll into each other. So there's one continuous story of, like, I think somebody said they were basically anime cutscenes. And I was like, interesting. I might give that a gandaroo. Gandaroo. That and Neon White are up there for me at the moment.
Yeah, are they re-releasing the old games for the 17th millionth time?
Yes, approximately the 17th millionth time, yes.
So apparently they're releasing Sonic Origins with questionable collector's edition, which I can't get a good image on right now.
There's nothing I love more than a questionable something.
God fucking damn it, just show me the image.
No, not stopping, just passing through. Oh, okay. You didn't get off them. They're the apples that are cut to look like fries since they're a bit fruity. Hey, Cosmic, he's done it. Mudback.
So there is the standard edition that has the main game. Then there's the Start Dash pack, which includes 100 bonus coins, whatever that means, mirror mode, and letterbox background. Then there's a premium fun pack, which has heart missions, the background, character animation in the main menu, camera controls over the main menu islands, and character animations during music islands. What the fuck? Why do you keep that behind different packs? Like,
oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yes, because they had to. It was that complicated that they had to provide a fucking diagram for people, which is the best kind of.
There's also a pack that includes the old music from the old games, which is a choice to have that locked behind the DLC.
Because everyone knows the best kind of like way to produce a range of products is to have to give you a goddamn chart to figure out what the hell you're getting from each of them. Yeah. My favorite current thing with video games, and by favorite I mean my least favorite, I was a term I used ironically, is the fact that people have now started doing collector's editions with no game.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, yeah, you get this, and that, and this for the game. And it's like, cool! And then they're like, and no game. And I'm like, pardon me? I'm like, no game!
Also, come on,
why?
Dude, they only give you Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles, and CD. And like, come on, there's like so much more you could have put in there as a bonus.
Yeah, that's the Origins, dude.
Why do they always skip, like, they re-release all the Sonic games so much, but they always like just do a few.
It's the Origins collection, which makes sense. It's all the games on the Mega Drive / Genesis. That's fine. That's not an issue. And to be fair, they've actually done a decent amount of work, from what I understand. They've made it so it looks good on a 16:9 frame, rather than obviously being 4:3 still. And they've actually done work to the sprites to make them look sharper as well, with like that adjustment. And apparently you can play Knuckles in all of the games, which is cool, because originally you can only do 2. Well, you can do Sonic and Knuckles, and they could do 2 if you use the. Chat, for anyone who doesn't know, the Mega Drive had big cartridges. Sonic and Knuckles had a flip open bit, so you could plug in other games into it and then play Knuckles in those games. It was kind of cool. I loved playing Sonic and it was just Sonic the Hedgehog 2, wasn't it? Sonic the Hedgehog 2 as Knuckles. Oh, fuck me, a pillager. Because you would be able to, like, basically cheat a load of the levels, because you could just, like, glide as Knuckles over so much stuff. It was basically like a shitty version of speedrunning. It was very funny.
But yeah, my point's not really that, like, you should be able to, that they should overhaul all the games, but I think they could have thrown in, like the Game Gear stuff, or like some other lesser known games, just to have a nice anniversary collection.
That's not what they're calling it. It's Origins, not anniversary.
No, but it would be nice to actually have like a proper Sonic collection, because all the Sonic collections they released are like only half baked. there's only like half the things that you would want out of a Sonic collection in there. But Mario isn't much better than that. But I just wish one of these companies would just give a shit about game preservation and make old games more available.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Just like a proper collection of games. Like even there's like this one disc. Like if you basically there was a game for the GameCube, which was The Legend of like a Zelda disc. If you bought a GameCube early, you get that as a bonus, and that was the N64 Zeldas, both of them, for the, like just playable on the GameCube. But they also missed out on adding, or did they have like the first two as well on there? I think it was the first two, and it was the N64 one. So the only one they left out of the of the saga was Zelda Link to the Past, which is a really popular one on the SNES. And yeah, like people were kind of annoyed that they did all of them, but then like missed that one, which is quite integral to the whole history of Zelda.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I understand what you mean. But no, they're not calling it an anniversary collection, because then I'd be kind of like, a bit more on your side of the whole thing. Yeah. They've just called it Origins. It's the origins of Sonic. What they've done makes sense, and they've done a decent enough amount of work, I think, to justify calling it what they're calling it.
Yeah,
you need to not be up there.
I guess they're going to charge like $60 for all the games again as well.
I think it's a $40 game pack, but I'm not sure.
You know what? I'm still on the internet. Let me check. Let me try to print.
That's a bad witch.
Standard edition. Standard edition, PS4 and PS5, $40.
There you go.
Digital looks 45. I mean, yeah, it's done.
I mean, I'm still not gonna buy it, but
it's somewhat alright. It's I mean, $40 for asshole games that have been released so often.
How the fuck do we have so many libraries?
I guess if it's actually going to be the definitive way of playing those, it's going to be fine. But yeah, we'll need to see how it turns out.
How many lecterns do we have in this village?
How many what now?
Lecterns. There's 3 fucking librarians.
Well, we smart.
I can't even find any lecterns.
Smart people be here.
The fuck? Oh, I know where they might be. I definitely need to redesign this house. I'm not a big fan of it. I think there's at least one up here, but like, there's no fucking librarian here. Where the hell are you all coming from?
The shop. The library, Liam.
Sorry, I lost you. I was in a tunnel. It's okay. I mean, I've heard that excuse before. That's fine. Oh, sorry, I was in a tunnel. I was muted. I was in a tunnel. Oh my god. Oh, it always happens to the best of us.
Eating sand. Oh no.
What do you mean you're eating sand? What?
Yeah, dude, I might.
Yeah, so, update chat. There's only one goddamn library. What the fuck? There's only one lectern, but 4 librarians. That makes no sense.
So true.
Unless I'm stupid and misunderstanding something? Which is, not entirely dispossible.
Dispossible.
Hi, chat, if you're new, I'm Liam, also known as Jester. I stream and say words that make no sense, like dispossible. And distrue. And other dis words, generally. Disco. Like this music. My favourite movie ever involves a disco. It's, of course, Don't Mess with the Zohan, an Adam Sandler classic. You'll not mess with the Zohan. It's a great movie. I will always enjoy that unironically.
Oh boy.
You're right, chat. I'm sorry. I will always enjoy Adam Sandler unironically. You are correct. Adam Sandler's great, and anyone who disagrees is welcome to go throw themselves into a fire.
I forgot that Zohan was Adam Sandler movie.
I just.
I do stupid voices. My little entire content is me making stupid voices like, oh, look at me, I'm Murdo. It's not copying the computer boy. That's going, if I talk like this, I am copying the computer boy.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
That badly.
He's not programmed. He's muted. Fuck's sake.
Oh, fuck, I love it.
Oh no, he's muted.
No.
Oh no, he's got his AirPods in.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Oh wow, I'm muted. Wow.
I'm Mike McQueen. I'm muted.
Wow. Ka-chow. Ka-chow. Wow.
I the only role I know that Owen Wilson did is Lightning McQueen, which is kind of sad.
He's done a lot of things, like
I know.
other things. Like
It was Luke Skywalker.
what is Owen Wilson even?
Let me
What?
see.
What is an Owen Wilson? Yeah, we had to figure out who's in Yumi and Dupree earlier, and I didn't know any of the characters in Yumi and Dupree, but I guessed Owen Wilson was one of them, and that was correct.
Here's
Mission
his whole
Impossible.
filmography.
Zoolander.
Bottle Rocket, The Cable Guy, Anaconda, As Good as It Gets.
Have you seen Cable Guy?
No.
Good movie.
Should I?
Yeah. It's, what's his face? I nearly said Bruce, because I was going to say Bruce Almighty. That's not his name.
Ben Stiller.
Yes! No! Not Ben Stiller. Fucking
Jim Carrey.
Robotnik. Yeah, that's it.
Jim Carrey. No, it's directed by Benjamin Stiller.
It's directed by Benjamin.
Yeah, Owen Wilson's role in Cable Guy is Robin's date, which is probably like one of the high roles. As Good as It Gets, Armageddon, Permanent Midnight, Rushmore, The Haunting, Breakfast of Champions, which is me, Meet the Minus Man, Shanghai Noon, Meet the Parents, Zoolander.
Oh, Meet the Parents, of course, yeah.
Meet the Parents.
Good movie.
With Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller.
You can milk anything with nipples. Can you milk a cat, Greg?
You can, yes. Zoolander, The Royal Tenenbaums, Behind Enemy Lines, I Spy, with my little eye, The Sweatbox, that's me. Shanghai Nights, Yeah Right, The Big Bounce, Starsky and Hutch 2004.
Of course, Starsky and Hutch. And Ben Stiller.
Around the World in 80 Days, The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. What?
Yep.
Meet the Fockers.
Great movie. Great movie.
The Wendell Baker Story, Wedding Crashes.
All right, movie.
Cars as Lightning McQueen. Wow.
Wow.
Yumi and Dupree, same year. Oh my god.
Besties.
And Night at the Museum. Yo, he was big.
Oh yeah, I forgot Night at the Museum. People like that movie.
The Darjeeling Limited, Drillbit Taylor,
mean,
Marley and Me.
Oh, Marley and Me, of course. Just like Yumi and Dupree.
Oh no, he's just the Ant-Man.
That's just sad though.
Apparently he's in that museum.
It is a
too.
yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
He was fantastic, Mr. Fox, wasn't he?
He was Coach Skip.
Who voiced Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Let me check. Fantastic Mr. Fox was George Clooney.
George Clooney.
Or Foxy Fox was George Clooney, which I assume is Mr. Fox.
I gotta assume so. Mr. Fox to you.
Felicity Fox was Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep, yeah. Legend herself.
Ash Fox was Jason Schwartzman.
Jason Schwartzman. What's he been in?
Bill Murray was Cliff Badger.
I don't know. That's such a small part. Okay, I have no idea.
Jason Schwartzman.
He's made it.
What? Parks and Recs?
Yeah, I know who that is. I'm just saying I wouldn't recognize him as an actor because he's a small. It's a small part.
He was in Parks and Recreation as Dennis Lurpis.
Yes, you're right then, Kerr. Dennis Lurpis.
Good.
Dennis Lurpak.
Yep.
Like the
yes,
butter.
but that's Mr. Fox. Then he was Marmaduke in the movie Marmaduke.
He was Marmaduke?
Yes.
Marmaduke was a female.
What?
No.
Oh.
Marmaduke is a big Doberman.
It's literally called Mama.
Then he was in How Do You Know? Then he was in Little Focus.
And then Duke, I guess. Duke's a male. Yeah, okay, never mind. I see where I've made a mistake. What a fatal error.
He was in Hall Pass, Midnight in Paris, Cars 2, The Big Year, The Internship, Freebirds, Are You Here? No. The Grand Budapest Hotel, which I heard a good thing about.
A lot of people like that movie. Mostly moms.
Inherent Vice, Night at the Museum 3, which makes sense. She's funny that way. No Escape, Zoolander 2,
Richard Boogaloo.
Masterminds, Lost in London, Cars 3, Wonder, Father Figures, Bliss, The French Dispatch, Marry Me, Secret Headquarters. Next year he's going to be in Haunted Mansion by Disney, and in To Be Announced he's going to be in Paint.
You mean Paint?
Paint. Movie called Paint.
Oh, okay.
And apparently he was in one episode of King of the Hill. He was in this is Owen Wilson, by the way. He was also in an episode of Community, apparently.
Owen Wilson was in Community?
In one episode, yes.
Oh. In one episode, apparently, okay.
He was the other study group's leader, and he apparently went uncredited, so he was like a really minor.
He's a really minor character, apparently.
Apparently he was in Drunk History. He was in Cars Tunes, which makes sense. He was in Saturday Night Live.
Live from New York, it's Saturday Night Live! Like that.
Yes. He was in Documentary Now. He was in Loki, apparently.
Yes, he was in Loki. He was one of the main characters in Loki.
Yeah. He's Mobius. Yo, Mobius? Yo!
Yeah, his thing is it's Mobin time. Wasn't quite as popular as Morbin time. Unfortunately.
He was also in 4 video games. Do you want to guess what they are?
4 video games. One of them's a Cars game.
Yes.
2 of them are Cars games.
Yes.
3 of them are Cars games. And then the 4th one is a Disney game.
Okay, so he was in a Cars game. He was in Cars Fast as Lightning, which I'm not entirely sure what that is. That might be a mobile game or something. He was in Connect Rush, which is a Disney Pixar adventure, and he was Lightning McQueen in there. And also, he was in Lego The Incredibles.
Beautiful.
Do you want to guess what role he was in Lego The Incredibles?
I couldn't possibly guess. 2 seconds. I love tomatoes 12321. Thank you very much for the follow. Very much appreciate it. Please raise your do's in chat. I love tomatoes. Welcome along. Hydrate. We don't have hydration. Is Pepsi okay? That was a joke, but also worked, because that's all I've got in front of me. I've actually got Monster, but I shouldn't drink caffeine this late at night. I would like peeps. Yes. So true. So true, besties. I need to fix the dirt issue here. What time is it? Oh my god, it's past bedtime. Posture check. I mean, I'm already sat. I'm sat quite straight. I will have you know, person of tomato liking liability. I am well known for my posture while streaming. Unless I'm playing Switch games on that screen, and then I start slumping like this. So I appreciate your check on my posture, though. Apparently, I'm all muscles. It's all the yeah. I am. Listen, I'm not a strong person by any stretch of the imagination, but I've got what I need to get the job done. Allegedly, I'm pretty hench. I'm wide, as my nan would call me.
I'm what?
My nan a while back now. She hasn't seen me in a little while. I assume it was like not long after lockdowns and shit like that. She described me as filling out nicely, and I was like, okay, thanks, I guess. I don't think that's a compliment. That feels quite insulting, but you know.
Yeah.
My nan is adorable, yeah. As all nans should be.
He could.
Yeah, she's great. I'm glad one of my, yeah. Right, so that needs adjusting downwards. We'll make some space. That's fine. That building we're going to make taller and come down, and we'll have like a side entrance. Cool. I think I've got some plans in motion. Mr. Murdo, I'm sorry to keep you past your bedtime. Are you ready for an end of stream?
Oh yeah, I'm so ready to.
Before that, would you like to watch some villagers bang in a corner? Oh my god, what the hell is going on here? My nan's great. She's wonderful. If I was to recommend a nan to a friend, oh god, I absolutely recommend my nan. She's fantastic. Sorry, Murdo, are you good?
What?
Are we good to end?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another fantastic stream thanks to you wonderful people. Thank you very much for being here. It's been wonderful as always. Mr. Murdo, sorry Stuntman didn't go your way today because of Elgato this time. Where can people find you, Mr. Friend?
Twitter.com/MurdoVote and Twitch.tv/Murdo.
Beautiful. Hey, I'm glad I got you to Wolvo. It's not too far from there, so you'll make it. I have full faith in you. Let me know. You got there safe. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Jester. I stream at twitch.tv/Jestertainment. See my VODs, vlogs, and other videos at youtube.com/Jester on demand and youtube.com/Jestertainment for all original content. Hell yeah. To see what I'm ranting about this week, twitter.com/Jestertainment_, and to join the Discord, it's bit.ly/JestDiscord. If you want to explain what the hell Pinterest is to me, you can do that. Pinterest.com/Jestertainment_. I have no idea what's going on there, but I got told it's a good thing to use for social media. Also TikTok, tiktok.com/Jestertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's stream and you're watching and you're following, you're doing a great job, and thank you so much for all the support. If you want to do a little bit more than that, though, you can, of course, go to what will hopefully soon be a revamped Patreon, patreon.com/Jestertainment. Just like my wonderful Patreon producer, who is here on the call. He is Murdo. He's available at twitch.tv/Murdo and twitter.com/Murdo he wrote. Woo, ladies and jelly spoons, usually I tell you I'll see you on Sunday, But tomorrow I'm streaming Community Day game streams with chat. We are hitting up Golf with Your Friends. We are hitting up Job from the Jackbox Party Pack number 9? 8? Who knows? There's been so many now. But we're hitting up Job and Golf with Your Friends. Saturday we are doing a it's not a booster box break. It's a product unboxing, I guess. The Pokemon Go TCG set is coming out on tomorrow. So we're doing an opening on Saturday. If we get all the stuff we're supposed to get, we should have 66 boosters to open. And I'm sure I'll have some codes to give away as well, because there's nothing in that set that's too interesting as far as PTCGO is going. So listen, we'll have some codes to give away. If nothing else, I have this giant wad here of code cards to give away at some point. So, you know, we'll figure something out. And then Sunday, we'll be back to Minecrafting with myself and Murdo. It'll be more of this. It'll be more village improvements. Maybe a nether rail starts getting made. Who knows? But until the next one, guys, thank you very much for watching as always. Absolute pleasure to bring you some entertainment on a Thursday night. And until the next one, we shall see you later. Bye!
Good boy.
And...